come and sit.
No. You're fine.
Because we can stack Jeff and I like babushka dolls.
Thank you, Vinny, for setting that up.
Hello, everybody.
We are live.
Hello.
We apologize already for the intense drop-off in mic quality, which we're presuming exists.
We're not all gonna fit. That's okay.
Here, wait. No, we got this. We can box everybody in.
Look at this.
I'm just gonna coach you.
Yeah, look.
That's so nice.
No,
Evan's
what
already
are you
got it.
Guys, look, it's
Wait,
our holiday
no.
card.
You
and I'm cut
put
off
your
by
arms.
the chat.
Put your arms through my Am I cut off?
No,
Mike
you
Wazowski
Put your
right
arms
now.
through my armholes.
Oh, and then she can
Put your
cut.
arms through my armholes.
Oh,
And then here's the
boy.
knife.
Oh,
No.
And your
Jesus.
hands. And here's the spikes.
These are sharp. Please be
All right.
careful.
So this is our pumpkin carving stream. First of all, Jeff already apologized, but we're gonna do it again.
And I'm in the shadow realm. Right
Yeah,
now.
we our
No,
audio,
it's
our
just-
mic died. So here we are. This is the audio for today.
Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Hear it.
No.
No,
I am in
I'm
the void.
hoping that some of them can read this.
Can they not hear us, Amanda?
No.
They can hear us. Don't
They
listen to
can.
her.
It's just not good. Today we're carving pumpkins. Evan
Also
hasn't
known
done
as-
it in a long time, according to what I've heard. And they've doubted my abilities at preparing for this stream. So we'll see what happens.
Where are more of these little daily
What's that?
dudes?
What's
I
that?
like these.
I also will say I'm going to try to keep a track of questions
let's
as
move this back a
usual,
little bit.
but I highly doubt that we'll be as on top of
It's
them
this
as we
bad,
have been
yeah.
in the past, just because we're carving pumpkins and our hands will be messy, and also I'm on mobile, so.
I'll do an audio check off screen so we don't get
Now,
feedback.
how do I draw? First, we gotta cut off the head. The
Yes.
top part of the.
This is the good gooey
Oh, this
part.
is. Wait, hold on. I
Be
wanna.
nice to my pen, please.
You gotta draw a surgical, surgical lines.
You got it. You got
Oh
it.
my god, I did it.
Just don't cut.
Do we have the bowl that you're
Oh no, we don't.
It sounds fine.
Good. Keep going.
What are we-
All right.
We're doing this with zero newspaper or towels or anything, huh?
Hold on.
Well, Vinny said it's not messy, so.
It's not a
Oh, she's going for it, baby. She's going
Oh,
for
fuck.
Do we have a first aid kit? Just
I might need that.
That's you cut away from you.
Like-
Always cut away from you.
it. Close your eyes and just go for it. That's what you gotta do.
Right.
My jacket.
I already stabbed a hole in a place where it's not.
It happens to the best of
I
us.
think I have like gauze.
I'm
in my
also like the
purse.
biggest
That's
weakling.
it.
I don't have upper body strength.
Do you
It's not
guys?
something I was born with.
Do you smell
Do you guys
spiders?
remember? Do you guys remember pumpkins smelling like shit? They kind of
Yes.
smell like
It's
shit.
like- it has, like,
They
hot
kind of
rubber,
smell
actually.
disgusting.
It's like hot
Do you
rubber.
want to goo out the goo?
No, you're good.
Yeah, let her do the
You're
dirty
okay.
boring part.
Just make sure it's big enough for my hand to fit in.
Phrasing.
Oh.
Wait. I thought you used a spoon, Vinny.
Yes.
You do.
Oh.
Amanda is so against me
Put your
in general.
hands in it.
I
You
love
literally
that.
do not have to, Amanda.
All right, here we go.
That's
Oh,
your
it smells
that's your
so
own
Remember
shortcoming.
that
Oh my
faraway
God. Don't
fantasy
blame
of
me
us
for
all
your
sitting on the
shortcomings.
couch? Within 5
It's
seconds,
not
we're all
gonna work.
standing and angry with each other.
Evan, can I have the other scoop?
Is this the knife?
The big one should be the one that you.
Pumpkins taste fine. They just smell bad.
But I want to like a robot pinch it out,
Please be careful.
like
I love you.
chopsticks.
You're not doing
It's
very
And all of your fingers.
like, fine.
I can lose at least like 4 of them
No,
and still be
baby.
attractive.
No. I mean, still be attractive, yeah, but
Are we trading heads?
Why is pumpkin so dirty, Vinny?
I don't like that this knife is bending.
You know what? I said the same thing. It's weird because I bought them
Blew
from
out at
fucking
me.
Target. So why are they dirty?
My bad.
Target pumpkins?
Why are they filthy?
they were sitting on
Oh
the
my
porch.
god, no.
Maybe it's porch dirt.
I regret
No,
it.
they were filthy when I got them.
Oh, I don't know.
What? No,
You're not
why?
very
Break?
No, because look.
Almost.
Yeah,
no,
we're
they're-
definitely gonna break these. All
God,
these tools.
I just don't remember pumpkins smelling like shit like
they
this.
do.
They really smell
Yeah,
bad.
it smells like.
we
It's
ruined
like-
Oh,
Halloween for
girls, I'm
ourselves.
touching it.
Yeah.
The texture.
Taste.
Real quick,
Yeah.
yes,
Ooh.
you can ask questions as long as they're not EMH related. I will
Give
do
me.
my best to keep on top
Ah,
of
Say luck.
shut up.
Goo. Evan's got the right idea.
Pull it out.
Phrasing.
them. Phrasing.
There she
Ew.
goes.
Whoa, so that is that.
Get in there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, who's my big hairy man?
that's me.
Oh.
You're a big hairy sticky
Doesn't even
man.
have its top off yet.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Hey, it's a marathon,
Yeah, you know
not
what?
a sprint.
Just here we go.
That's enough.
Devil Bile asks, how are you guys doing? Oh, face.
Awful.
Sad. Tired.
We're,
Disparaged.
we're doing.
State government.
I think I did it.
Yeah.
All by yourself too. No help.
No help.
No help at all.
No help.
All right, here we
That
go.
is the worst. feeling.
Vanessa Ferreria asks, what will our costumes be this Halloween?
Ooh.
Sad.
So, still
Tired.
thinking about it.
We're still doing
you
the
were
group
tossing
thing?
around the idea,
Let's do the group
I like
thing.
the idea.
the group thing. I do
My
like
big
the
ass
group
head is
thing.
blocking my only light.
Do you want me to get it, babe?
Whoa, the pumpkin juice is
What?
actually
Stupid
orange.
Oh
wow.
God, I don't know.
What do you think it was gonna be?
It's like, yeah, the stuff
Do
on
we
the
want
side.
to say what our idea is?
It's like.
Wait, keep it
I'm
secret.
You want to keep it secret?
No,
Amanda, what do you
Doesn't
think?
make
Are we
last.
doing it
I
at
know.
stream?
I mean, I think we have to if we're gonna be missing next Thursday.
It's disgusting.
Then I say we
the
wait
texture is
if we're gonna do it.
Okay.
You
Our
wanna do it?
costume's a secret.
Yeah.
The end.
It's gonna be a group thing though.
Minus me.
Why am I
Okay.
shouting like that?
I
Do I sound
I
like
don't
I'm on
know.
old-fashioned radio?
All right. So,
Think lovely
would you like
thoughts
to design it and then
Yes.
start carving into it a little bit?
So,
to everyone
I did
in
the
the
gross
There
part.
we
room.
Let's
go.
swap.
Okay.
I did the gross.
Yes.
Some of the gross part. You do the
I wanna
badass
let
part.
them-
Yes, think lovely thoughts.
To everyone
What
in
are
the
you
room,
thinking?
if you could live in any other period in history, which would it be?
Future.
yeah, future, universal healthcare and shit.
If I could live,
Past, I want to die of disease.
if I
go
could
to
live in the
Canada.
90s for a while, that'd be sick.
Why?
I was there.
I love the 90s.
Is it?
We were all there.
No,
I know.
no.
You were Bobby.
I
You
was
were Bobby.
like, I was born in 96.
Talia is 7 years old,
I'm not
so
Basically.
she has never experienced the 90s.
No.
Unfortunately.
What are we thinking here? You
I'm
said
Well,
thinking
I
pumpkin.
wanted to leave it up to you. I was thinking maybe classic evil jack-o'-lantern.
Why evil?
Like big triangle,
misunderstood.
evil triangle eyes.
Is it okay that I'm using your pen on this?
Wow.
We have
Yeah,
more
I
pens
brought
and
it
Sharpies and stuff too. If
specifically.
you want.
Okay.
I have
You don't
those.
even have any
You got Sharpies? Why the fuck are you using my
Well,
nice pen
it's
then?
a nice pen.
Is it a nice pen?
Is it?
Yes.
I get those at
Nice
Staples. Are they the gel pens?
Yes,
Yeah,
a
they're
G2.
dope.
They're like really nice.
I did it. Okay.
Thank you, babe.
So
I mean,
now let's
yeah,
gut this bastard.
Okay. To everyone, do you
Yep.
guys have any favorite YouTuber to watch or any favorite series
I
recommendations?
feel bad because we get this every single time.
Amanda
Really?
does.
Wolf
I do
Blitzer.
too.
Who is,
Like,
is that a real person?
Anderson Cooper's my favorite
there's
YouTuber.
CNN pundits.
Oh.
I really like Call Me Kevin.
He's funny.
I love him. I like early era Game Grumps. I'm not as big into what they're doing right now, but
What are they
The
doing?
snuff films?
Yeah, what are they doing?
Like, what have they done?
they're still doing games, but it's like a lot more
Lifestyle
dumb
stuff.
potty humor,
Yeah.
which is like
Poopy.
it's funny for like maybe a couple videos, but then you have a whole series of them being like, haha, poopy dick, and I'm like,
Doesn't have
y'all,
to be
come
funny.
on.
Well, I mean,
That's
Game
my line,
Grumps
they
was
can't
always
take that.
known for its very intellectual.
Well, I'm not saying they were, but I enjoyed when it was more story based, like when Dan would talk about his past.
No, I got
Oh,
you.
yeah,
You gotta
Talk
figure
about,
though
like-
if you're doing that for 10 years,
There's only so
you
much
run
past.
out of interesting stuff.
Why
to
do
talk about.
why do I always get the feeling that one of those guys is like an
You don't.
asshole?
We've been through
We've
this. You
been
don't
through
like
this.
Aaron.
Is that the one that I
Yes.
don't like?
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
Which is the one with long hair who he was Ego Raptor.
That's
That
Aaron.
is
I don't
Aaron.
like that one.
Which
I don't
one was
know why.
Ego
Something about
Raptor?
him.
Let me just
There's
solve
something
that
there.
one
I
in.
think that's the good
Yeah,
sign.
this is the good
I
thing.
love the Ego Raptor.
My
Well, I don't know
recommendation
I'm not creative.
would be Jenna Marbles and Julian
She is a
Solomita.
dog.
Jenna Marbles is funny.
She's good.
Jenna Marbles is funny.
She's one of the only people that has consistently been good
Yeah.
this entire time.
I don't know how much you guys know my sister, but Jenna Marbles acts exactly like my sister almost all the time.
That
it's
doesn't surprise
freakish.
me. Yeah,
It's bizarre.
That's
To
not
watch
surprising.
Jenna Marbles, I remember
Do you
for
wanna
the first
top it?
time you showed it her
Yeah.
to me,
I don't want to just.
and I was like, holy shit, my
Yeah.
sister does like this stuff.
Well, I don't know what to do.
So what's your recommendation, Evan?
Me?
Doesn't watch
For YouTube?
Yes.
I'm not a big YouTube guy.
Well,
because
don't
Russian
get,
I'd
like,
pain
rather-
too
compilations of
ambitious
kids
and
falling off of
I
know,
bikes.
it's-
Oh,
I
well,
wanna-
yeah,
wanna find the
Fail
balance
Army is
between
my
ambitious
Fail
favorite,
Army, that's what it is.
absolute
Basic
favorite.
pictures.
Also, Donkey, I like video
Like-
game Donkey because I think his
I have
reviews are
little
great.
hands.
But
Yes.
yeah, definitely Fail Army. What is going on
Well, it-
with that pumpkin?
What?
What is going on?
YouTube?
You
YouTube
said
series for
traditional.
both of
None.
That is,
None.
None.
that
I don't
is-
watch it. I don't
You
watch
bet.
any YouTube at all. To
What?
be honest with everyone.
You're doing
y'all.
good.
Do you want help?
Do you
Chloe?
want?
Do you have
You
a
take
favorite
over.
YouTuber?
No, I'm
I
gonna
say
make the
very
pumpkin
cool.
that you
What's your
drew.
YouTube?
Or vice versa?
What
Well,
is it?
What do
you said
mean?
What's your
traditional.
favorite
Is
YouTube?
this not
That's true.
acceptable?
I don't know.
It's fine.
I
Pass.
like cow chopping Shane.
What is
Dawson.
non?
Okay.
I like Shane Dawson too.
I don't.
I'm
don't.
gonna embarrass it. Yeah,
Right.
get
I
out
will,
of
I
here.
will just say I do not.
I
Okay.
don't know what to do.
Now carve him.
Wait, how do you
For
Now
the
draw?
carve
longest
your
time, I
pumpkin.
thought
No.
Shane Dawson and
What
Elysium
do you mean?
was the same
No.
person.
Turn your pumpkin around and show the audience.
No.
Done. Give this to me.
No,
Sean.
no, 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 no.
I don't like the synchronized
No,
views
no.
everywhere.
Oh, we gotta do that at the. Okay, all
But
right.
if
no,
this is
this is gonna get so
opinion,
bad.
if it's not acceptable.
So it's acceptable.
That looks like a moon. It's
You
supposed
said
to be like
traditional.
the
See,
pupil.
everybody is so
Like-
upset already.
Okay.
I'm
What-
taking the
what-
leisurely.
Why
Why
does he have
is it on
3
the other
teeth on the
side?
bottom mouth and 100 teeth on the top? That's question 1.
Oh.
I think it's
Question
cute.
2, why are all the teeth crooked and smashed together? Question
Do you
3,
wanna draw
why
this
did you
pumpkin?
redraw the eye twice when the first one was a
Okay.
triangle and the second one was a
Because
triangle?
it wasn't even.
Oh,
It wasn't
Jesus.
even.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
hit
fucking
one.
pumpkin.
Listen,
No,
do
you're.
you want to
oh.
draw on this round basketball
That's
fucker?
not. No,
No.
no.
Wilson.
All right.
Yeah, we're not gonna be shouting over each other. What's silly me? I thought we had the audio volume and it was all set
Yeah,
up. now.
how's the audio?
It's
Audience,
just redlining.
how's the audio?
We're so
What
behind
the
on questions, I don't even know.
We're pretty quiet.
Yeah. Okay,
We're so
whatever.
behind
I
on
can
questions,
handle
don't
this.
even know.
Yes.
It's
Fine.
busy
I
though.
can't.
It is busy.
Oh,
We've
okay.
got
Wait,
42
wait,
people
wait.
watching.
Fine.
Cut this one out.
Yeah.
Flip it around and trace it.
Are you
More
shitting me?
Right?
I guess
Okay,
so.
fine.
You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Can I-
If you
can it
guys
have
screw
a
up the
heart
pumpkin a
nose?
lot, you can put your hands on the inside and then pull it out so it goes inside out. So you can carve on the green
Redo
part.
it. Redo
Okay,
it. Yeah,
well,
do
like,
it again.
It's
It's
like
a
doing like putting a
guideline.
sock
Yes.
inside out.
Are y'all ready for the next question?
Are you ready
Yes.
for this?
Shoot.
To everyone
Okay,
in the
now
room,
you're just playing.
where will you be when the skeleton war breaks out?
Hopefully calciumed and
Do you want to start
fortified.
carving or you want me to
Like,
carve it?
You said you're gonna
Give him
carve
like
it.
a-
Okay, I'll carve it.
Listen,
How do I
make
do
it-
that?
Do we need
No,
it to
I'm
be
gonna
Wait,
make
I want
I'm
it
gonna
to
make
have
the
like a
pumpkin that
cat
you have drawn.
Good.
I'm going to carve a pumpkin.
Clean
This
it.
I
is
don't
the only
either.
way that you
It's
will
like
learn
when
your
you go,
mistakes.
like,
Can you put his
Yeah,
eyes
it's
in?
the- it's the-
Try to make those
I can
eyes.
try.
are-
I can
Yeah.
try.
Okay.
That's not gonna work.
Which one?
No. It's not.
Yeah, look, droopy.
Oh, I touched
Alright.
it.
I can't.
I ate
This
it.
is a bad
This
angle.
Why?
is kind of a loaded question, so I'm gonna say we do or do not have to answer it depending on how
Jeez.
comfortable you
Oh.
are.
What are we
Okay.
getting into?
You can prevent any great tragedy from happening
Ooh.
from the Holocaust to 9/11.
Big Bang, done.
Which do you prevent?
Big Bang.
Humanity.
Yeah,
That's
stop it from ever happening.
There it is. I need the small baby boy. I hate that.
So I can stop it from happening,
Yes.
but
The
I see.
dinosaurs being extinct.
There goes humanity.
Well,
Probably.
that was not a human tragedy.
They were people. No, they weren't.
They were people too, you know.
I would say. Oh, I
Sad.
fucked
You
up the eye.
Someone said our audio is very quiet.
I'm gonna do it.
There's not much we
Good,
can do
you
about
probably
that.
No, I
wanted to
can
be
I
very
can go
quiet.
raise the level. Here, take this
Want
one.
to go do that?
Just don't yell at me when it redlines.
Everybody,
I
if
think-
the audio's wrong, yell at Vinny.
We
Vinny's the
try
problem.
to be kind to their ears,
So
but
whoever
we're
it is,
shouting anyway.
whoever it is, tell them to check
It's
their
all
own
of them.
audio setting. Everybody's saying that? Because we're in yellow right now.
I heard it on my phone fine. I don't get it.
So
but
I have
if they're
audio
saying it,
super
They're
quiet.
terrible. You're terrible.
It's in no way loud. Audio is quiet, but not that quiet. Audio sounds like it's being recorded through a toaster, but
Well,
that's fine.
that is happening. That's something we can't help right now.
Halfway to quiet, I can hear it. Could be better. So a lot of people are.
So I guess
saying-
boost it a little.
Now, can you hear me now?
I mean, Evan is
Can you
more
hear
than
me now?
redlining at this point, so let's see what they say.
Should we just yell the whole time?
You could. Well, now I just raised it a bunch.
Oh, okay.
So now whisper. In
Um,
and out like a demon's whisper.
Vanessa I'm so sorry, I'm butchering this. Ferraria asks, what is your guys' go-to favorite movie to watch in the fall? Nightmare Before Christmas. Done.
Fall.
In the fall.
Done. From literally before Halloween until past New Year's, Nightmare Before
You know, it
Christmas.
hasn't really felt like fall yet, so I don't know my immediate answer.
Can I start drawing? Or are you
For
gonna
me,
make
it's
it
the
Yeah, go for
Halloween
it.
series and Return
let's
of the
do
Living Dead and all of them. And Nightmare on Elm Street.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is my go-to. I love Beetlejuice.
That audio should be much better now.
Mhm.
If it's really bad at this point. So again, for those of you who are just joining, the audio is going to sound like crap
We
regardless
can wash off the pen. So.
because our microphone died, so we're recording in camera.
Darkly Quill says, just dropping by to thank y'all for
Fuck that
being
bozo.
so influential in my life. You're all great people, and I'm glad to have kept up with you since like 2012. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much.
Do you want me to take the phone?
Make a statue of
Yeah.
me.
Can you?
I can manage
Is it-
this
alright.
one, yes.
Do you want to just do what we said with the?
That's what those are for. They're for punching out the pieces.
And then, like I said, we
Or they're for like,
They're actually for.
or they're for like corn on the cob.
with,
Yeah.
like,
So you can
the-
hold it
Take a bite.
pumpkin.
Take a bite.
Start out thinking
You gotta keep
very
it's so
deep.
that they're high, they're nice. It's nice and hot. You
Yeah.
gotta protect your hands.
Well, that's how you make pumpkin pie. You throw it in the
All
oven.
right, are you ready for me to do this?
Can I
This
borrow
fucked
the
up
Sharpie,
janky
please?
mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Sharpie.
Yes.
Thank
Prepare yourself for the fucked up janky mouth.
I am.
It smells so
They
good.
say
All
it's
right.
a lot better than
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta look at questions too.
Jeff, look at some fucking
You're
questions.
massacring the poor pumpkins. What are some movies coming out that you guys are looking forward to?
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse?
Lighthouse.
I don't keep up with
There was something
movies.
I don't
Oh,
listen
it's
to
already
hip-hop.
out, but apparently there's Vinny, did you hear on Shudder a new, I think it's Japanese zombie movie?
One Cut of the Dead.
One Cut of the Dead. Yeah, I want to see that.
That looks like a lot of fun.
It's got very good reviews.
Yeah.
See, so now.
Is
No,
it?
all
Is
these
it? They're
videos
making
are
a zombie
incredible.
movie.
Incredible.
No,
Is it,
you
they're making a
can't.
zombie movie and then a zombie
No.
apocalypse
Yes.
happens. Okay, that looks great.
Oh wait, we just watched what was
Little
it,
Monsters.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
so
do-
good.
What is it? Is that good?
It was
It's
fun.
so
I saw the
good.
trailers for that. It looks like
Oh
it reminds me of
Wait, like the 90s?
what's the zombie
No,
one? Zombie
not
Land.
Telling you.
the
Use the.
now he's bald guy, host of Deal or
Blue
No
guy.
Deal.
Right?
It's not that
And
Little
Trace it.
Monsters. It's with the woman from Us, right?
Lupita Nyong'o.
It's the zombie one
that
that
Oh.
looked really fun with all the kids and she's trying to protect the
Not
kids.
Has
Yeah, it
we're not
does.
going to spoiler anything further, but hands down one of the funniest supporting characters.
Oh my
Oh, I heard that
God.
was
All-
great.
all
Yeah.
I
times.
love him. I hate him as a character. I love
Teddy
how they wrote him.
McGiggles, I think is his name.
Yes. Teddy McGiggles.
Oh, fuck.
Mm.
Okay, I'm just gonna copy.
I really want to see the new Zombieland.
This.
Oh,
but
duh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little gross.
That comes
I
out
remember
tomorrow,
the
right?
night we went to see that with Hannah,
Yes.
right? We
Yeah.
saw like one of the opening weekends.
I saw the first movie on my first date and I flipped out because they were like, in Garland, Texas. And
Yeah,
I'm
what
like,
the hell is
I'm in
that?
Garland, Texas.
How about Jace Darkheart says, do you guys listen to
Hip-hop.
D&D podcasts?
No.
If so, Critical Role versus Adventure Zone.
Okay, so first answer to your question, yes, I do, both of them. I don't listen to Critical Role as a podcast, but I watch it while I'm painting minis. Yes, I'm that kind of guy. But
No one's
What are
insulting you, bro.
if you're
you
trying
come
to
across very
say-
defensive.
if you're trying to say what's better, I would.
That's a hard
That's
one.
fucking impossible. They're very different. One is an actual D&D that's really funny, and then the Adventure Zone is just funny. And they're, I
Not
think.
an actual
Do they not
D&D
play?
Well, no, they do. They do. It's a bunch of. So look at it this way: Critical Role is a bunch of professional voice actors playing D&D together, and they're huge nerds, and they love each other. So
Yeah.
it's really, really funny and really good. Like it's a bunch of
Adventure
people
Zone's
who.
not good.
It's a bunch of people who know how to play D&D
No.
and are doing it like in character. Like sometimes they'll act like beautifully, and then sometimes they're like dick jokes.
So it's an
you know.
actual production. It's like,
Yes,
it's a
yes.
fun production.
Whereas the Adventure Zone is three brothers and their dad, who between all four of them maybe
Okay.
have like 2 years of D&D experience playing D&D for the first time,
Right.
and it's
So you
it's
have-
off the rails
You have
immediately.
pro
like-
versus the minor leagues.
Oh,
It's
super
basically-
minor leagues, but the Adventure Zone is so fucking. It's think about it this way: it's three Austins and their dad.
That's
Oh, I
exactly.
love
That's
that.
how you need to look at it
Yeah.
because Austin has exactly their kind of humor,
Sure.
and it's incredible.
I was gonna beat that.
It is funny as hell.
Oh,
I'm only done the fucking top half.
Someone says, have you seen Train to Busan? Which
Yes.
was incredible.
Oh, that's one of the best zombie movies I've ever seen. Actually,
There's
I
a
would say.
cartoon about it now.
Really?
Okay.
It's a series. I haven't watched it. It's on Shudder though. If you don't have Shudder and can afford it, it's a great luxury to have.
It's like $5.
It's
right?
$5 a month, yeah. So it's
Can't
not
all
bad, but I
be.
know that
Oh,
even
yeah, no,
$5 a month can be
everybody-
rough.
Definitely.
Have you guys seen chat also? Has anyone seen this show? I think it's called Last Man on Earth or something, and it's with the comedian guy who's been on like Tim and Eric shit a lot, and he's
was
it's like a virus.
Not
killed
your
the world.
thing.
All right, well,
No, I know what you're talking about.
it's very
It's been
funny.
a couple of years now, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, and he's not the last person
I-
alive,
Feels
Well,
like it's
clearly
not.
after.
what the
but
heck?
it's
Oh,
very.
sure.
fucking
I've heard
funny.
good things
Here?
about it.
Yeah.
Opposite of that question, what games are you coming out that you're looking forward to? They say
Ooh.
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doom
Animal
Eternal, baby.
Oh, Doom Eternal, yeah.
It doesn't count
Yeah.
if you say Fortnite because you've been really enjoying
The big
the
update.
update.
Do you want to play together at some point?
Oh yeah.
You want to play
Oh,
Fortnite?
yeah.
All right, I'll play with you.
What have you
See,
done?
you even
I
enjoyed it
haven't
on
stopped.
briefly.
Oh,
Alex
no.
will never.
No.
No.
Wait, I
Uh,
can fix
No,
it.
you can't.
Yes,
I
I
really
can.
want to
We
get
went
the
to,
new Wolfenstein too. Have you seen the new
First of all-
Wolfenstein, bud?
Which ones?
It's the one with his twin girls.
Oh,
you
the-
now play as
the-
twin
I
girls,
played
and
the
it's
demo.
2-player.
Yeah.
Oh, how is it?
I played by myself, so it was alright, but I can definitely see why it would be great as a co-op.
Oh no, is it like Army of Two? spiritual
yes,
successor? Oh no!
In the sense that you have to play it with someone or else
You
it's
are
trash.
playing with me.
Yeah.
You are gonna play with me that
Do you know
game.
if my brother has the Game Pass on Xbox?
I have no idea.
Sure, if he's not watching this stream.
I highly doubt my brother is watching this right now. Hi, Alex.
He popped
Punch
in the
out,
other
punch
day.
out.
Well, I
Yeah.
invited him.
Punch
Oh.
out. Get out of there, you.
So, blah, blah. Yeah, Pokemon Shield, Animal Crossing. The
Oh, Animal Crossing
Smaller
looks so good.
to match.
I'm excited for
I wouldn't
Kingdom
make it
Hearts
less
DLC.
circular, but
No,
I
but
didn't know
there's
that
just
was a
like
thing.
too much
It
shit
hasn't
in
been
there.
until now. Because the last time a Kingdom Hearts game like actually really released, it was not an online thing at all. Not saying it's online right now, but it's like for the 3DS was the last game that released before this one.
This is nasty.
Wait, what? The new Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, it's got DLC coming out.
we can continue.
And
Really?
Yes, I'm a slut for Kingdom Hearts, so I'm like, oh lord.
I have one
Ask
of my
for
friends
it.
is playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 right now, and he's like,
I'm
he's
doing
like,
that right now,
it's
too.
it's terrible and great. He goes, I don't know how else to describe it. The story is nonsensical, but I love the fighting.
You know, it's great because I'm playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 again because it's like one of my
Be
comfort
careful.
games.
Well, I gotta get this shit out of his fucking
I
mouth.
know,
I'm
I
sorry,
know.
Talia.
No, it's
continue.
okay. I love playing
Continue.
with Jeff in the room
We
because
gotta
Jeff
change
has
that
like
mouth.
a
That
like
mouth
kind
is-
of
They said
eh,
this shot
feeling
me.
about it, so I'll be playing and
Which
be
is
like,
very fair.
How
I
did you do that?
appreciate the
If you-
shit out of
Listen,
it.
if
For
you're
if
playing it today for the first time, you're not gonna have the same experience.
No,
People
no,
I
you have to
love
play
very
it when it
much
first
is
started.
very important
But
to them. Talia, my friend Andrew, Blythe, they all love this game, so I appreciate it for that extent.
Who
It
is
doesn't
Blythe?
help me
Sounds
that
like
if the
great.
fucking
Sounds like a made-up
one
name.
character
Legit,
looks
they're
like
great.
Guy Fieri in a fucking basketball jersey. I can't help but shit talk every character that comes on screen.
I think
Says
that's
nothing
incredibly
and
fair.
watches someone die.
I love the commentary. I honestly love
Did
these
you
commentators.
like watching Woody walk in the,
No,
in
I
the
haven't
hour of
played
dark?
3 yet. Don't spoil him.
You haven't played 3 yet?
I have. He hasn't watched me play it.
Oh no!
Oh.
You need to play 3 in front of him. The
I
Toy
know.
Story shit is incredible.
It sounds horrific.
It is horrific and it's great. All right, there's your fucked up pumpkin. How do you like it?
I love it.
Looks
All
great.
right.
Don't show everybody
He
yet.
has like
We gotta reveal at the same time.
burn. Well, it's like Freddy Pumpkin.
Do you have a tiny knife that you've been using?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we've had.
Oh, hold on.
What have you been using?
We've been using the gutting knife.
Why? You could have asked. We would have shown you.
David! You cock.
I'm giving you the knife. Now he's got a little arm.
Or should I like?
Have you finished Amnesty?
No, they haven't.
Jason?
Evan's done.
Evan?
Oh.
I'm not sure what that is.
Amnesty?
Oh, that's
that art?
no, I have not. Yeah, it's for Adventure Zone. After they were done their D&D, they started to play Monster of the Week, which is they play like monster hunters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Ow!
I haven't finished it though.
How
I kind of
did you-
fell off the rails. Now I'm listening to my brother and me a lot.
What?
Do you-
It's fine.
Do you guys think handheld webcam horror is a viable genre in 2019?
Yes, if it's done
absolutely.
right.
That's the only thing I care about.
Oh, we got a donation.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Round glasses or square glasses? I think Chloe's dying.
It's not so bad.
No.
It's not so bad.
But
You got
she
the
says
little-
she didn't trust me. Guess which one I did most of. Guess which part here.
You
Is that
did the
part?
top left.
Was that you?
You did the top left, Vinny.
I did the most of the
It's
one that's
actually really
competent.
That's really good.
That
actually,
looks-
yeah. It's really good.
And Chloe has done the rest. This looks fine. I'll
She's
give her
done
credit.
something.
But
Shut up.
go ahead. Let's see the mouth.
Now go ahead. Add details if you want to add details.
Have you guys?
What
I
details?
think we answered this before. Have we seen the other two Slender Man movies?
Yes, we
We
have.
definitely
Oh,
saw the garbage recent one, and always watching. I don't really remember, but I don't really remember liking it either.
It was. I remember seeing, always
What?
watching, and going, "It's not as awful as I thought it was."
That's how I feel. It wasn't awful, but it also didn't.
It wasn't
it's not
good.
Horrible Hornets
Right
either.
now.
So
It could have been any other movie.
Got
It would
shot
have been
right in the head.
average at best.
What are we talking about?
the two Slender
Horrible
Man
Hornets
movies.
movie.
I never saw
What is the donation?
the first
Always
one,
watching.
but I
Okay.
saw
What?
the
Crystal,
newest
Crystal
one.
asked
I don't
what's
like the mouth
everyone's
either.
favorite musical.
Well, now we have to do something bigger. So
Thank
it's
you
not
for the
Sharpie.
donation.
Hair.
Thank
make
you,
it like-
Crystal.
Unironically hair.
That's a tough one.
My God.
I like Heather's a lot, like way more than I probably should.
I gave
Repo
him
or hair?
freckles. Repo the genetic opera probably.
I don't know. That's a
It's
tough
a very
one for
tough
me.
one, and I don't typically like musicals.
I love musicals.
I
So I guess
think
this is war.
I almost, if you'd asked me 2 years
Go.
ago, I probably would have said Rocky because I was a part of a shadow cast, but I don't.
I can't.
I think if I
believe
watch
you right
Rocky one
now.
more time, I'm gonna die.
You.
I'm just gonna
I've
go
seen
with
it.
it.
I've seen
never
it a bunch
seen
of
it.
times live.
About the mouth.
I gave him
The mouth
freckles.
looks really good.
No, it doesn't.
Why are you doing this?
He's giving freckles.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you like his freckles? I just want to
Yeah,
stab it now. I'm tired.
That's
I'm
what I
done.
was saying. Do you want to like put
Wait
like
until
an
we light a
upside down?
candle or something in
Stop,
it,
stop,
schmuck.
stop.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna break it.
Here, don't you want to take it home, put it on like the porch or something?
You didn't think that far ahead.
Kind of forgot about that part.
We all had to intervene right now. We care about you and the pumpkin.
Well,
Can't you see a future with it?
I came here to carve pumpkins, and I'm carving a pumpkin. Why is everybody getting upset with me? I guess I'm
Where
done.
did your pants go?
I finished.
All right.
All right, I'll stab this part. This part's not important.
You got this.
Well, I wanna do another face on it, but I can't turn around, or Vinny's gonna freak
I mean, you
out.
can turn it around if you want to do just a
No, I'll wait.
You rushed to
Emily
the
has
finish.
donated and says it's spooky pumpkin carving times. Yeah, we just had to intervene
Thank
on
you.
Evan having an episode with the pumpkin.
I was really afraid you were just gonna like put your
Where you
hand in
going
the
with
knife
it?
for a second
They
there.
just-
Exactly.
Savannah Roberts says, "What do you guys think of the Evil Dead series?
Thank you so
Franchise.
much.
Oh, it's
Yes.
fantastic.
It's one of the best."
Everything about it is great.
We just recently saw it, yeah.
Yeah, we just went and saw it again.
The directors.
I don't remember the
But
tree rape. Gonna say that.
Oh,
That's like the most
I-
iconic.
that is burnt into my.
the tree rape.
I remember
That's
when
like
I
the most
watched
iconic
that
part,
movie for the
unfortunately.
first time when I was younger,
Oh,
and I was
boy.
like, this is cool. It's like zombies and shit, and like, huh? And then that
Yeah.
part came up, and I was like, this is making me uncomfortable. Like I
This is
remember,
an adult
I mean,
movie.
yeah, being young and being like, this is the most fucked up shit I've ever seen.
Oh, careful, please. Oh no.
Oh, you want to take a picture of it? Oh, I should give him
so gross.
tattoos.
That's so gross.
Yeah, if you don't cut all the way through, you can.
I
And give
think
them like
that's-
little fleshies. Like with-
Yeah, good luck with that.
Should we give him like a dope dragon?
Go for it.
What do you think we should give him?
face dragon.
You
Oh, I
think
totally
you can do
Face
that?
dragon?
You know, like
Wait, can you show me a picture of what
We're gonna
Mike Tyson
end-
has on his face?
We are gonna end with like a pile of mush.
Well, that's what happens when I,
We're all gonna get upset.
this is why
Everyone
you
else-
only ever carved one pumpkin.
And this is why we take pictures before it gets too out of hand.
Uh-oh. I definitely think I accidentally showed off our pumpkin.
Mike Tyson's tattoo. Yeah, there it is.
What
there
did
it is.
you
There
do?
it is.
I think I accidentally
That's what
showed off the
Pappy
pumpkin,
needs.
so
Give
I
me what
turned it
Pappy
around to get all the
needs.
scoopy bits out.
Give
You're
Pappy
making it
Mike
bigger, why is
Tyson's
it a smaller
tattoo.
amount?
Pappy.
Pappy. Give Pappy what he
Yeah,
requires.
maybe
You're
I'll
You can buy it for
Yeah,
20
maybe I'll
bucks.
take the towel.
Buy the tattoo.
You're so mad about it.
Let's all get that for
Holly's
Halloween.
like cleaning hers up.
He's a baby.
Just
Well,
finish
we're almost.
this.
Everybody's almost done.
Yeah.
Unless we want to do angry eyebrows on ours, I think we're done. Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah.
I can't do angry eyebrows
I'll
on
do
mine.
this,
Yes, you
and then when we
can.
flip it
No, I
around, I'll
didn't.
do
You
it.
absolutely can.
Unless we do something else, like a Pokemon.
How?
Whatever you
Don't
want.
draw them.
I
Let me
think
just
that's
make
fine.
them.
But I already
Let me
chose
draw
this
them.
one.
I just
ahead.
realized.
I'm not
I
gonna be able to
just
do a
realized. I
Pokemon.
just realized.
I know, but if you choose a Pokemon, I'll do it.
That's terrible.
realized that.
That's the
what?
worst.
That what, Chloe?
Stop. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Watch
Because
your head, watch your
I
head.
didn't finish.
no,
Let's
you
do
finish.
I just realized
You
I'm
can't just
holding
draw
it
a
like
line.
this.
Oh my god.
So there's
The pumpkin is your son. That's ominous.
Thank you, Tom, for
on
our.
the inside is gonna be so.
Just the pumpkin over
It's okay, here we go. You ready?
here. Devil's Carnival is good.
Oh, you ruined his mouth.
Somebody did.
Favorite
Sorry,
Damn right.
Favorite Tim Burton
Somebody
movies?
did.
You didn't even cut all the way through, Chloe.
I'm not
What?
missing
Yes,
a
they
lot.
did. No, I
Oh.
did. The thing is, I angled it. So.
What's your favorite Tim Burton movie?
That's
Hit it
hard.
again.
Sweeney
So
Todd.
it's good.
Dog.
Oh
So
my
it's
god.
good.
Dog?
Dog.
It's because like well,
That's
there
not-
is because
Frankenweenie.
Yeah, there's a couple of
I'm
dogs.
so sleepy.
I think
It's so
Nightmare
good.
Before Christmas,
Yeah.
obviously.
There's a dog in that one.
But
Don't say it's a Burton movie.
Yeah, give him sassy ones.
it is a Tim Burton movie.
Kind
Nightmare
of,
Before
but-
Christmas?
Yes, but a lot of people get pissy because they're like, it's actually mainly done by the guy who did all these other things. So.
Fuck that
A lot
guy.
of people
How
get
about
fucked
that?
off.
How about that? Fuck that
I
guy.
love
Hey,
Hey, guess what?
Coraline.
Tim Burton made it. Fuck you.
Can I have a... I like Edward Scissorhands.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I like corpse bride a lot too.
Edward
never seen
Hammond
it.
Corpse
actually
Bride
is
is
a
so.
fully
You've never
sequel,
seen
though.
it, and you just said you didn't like it, and you have
didn't
never
say I didn't
seen
like
Corpse
Corpse
Bride.
Bride. I
You did
actually-
too. You were like, I don't like Corpse Bride that much, and he's never
did say
fucking
it.
seen it.
He
Did
did
I?
say
I
that.
thought we were talking about
He did say
Nightmare
that.
Before
That,
Christmas.
that is a very
I love-
Vinny thing to do.
I thought we were
though.
talking about Nightmare Before Christmas.
Damn, you're right.
You don't like it, Nightmare Before
No.
Christmas? Why?
Is that not what, no, but is that really not what we were just talking about 2 seconds ago?
We were talking about Nightmare Before Christmas.
We like.
Vinny,
Okay.
stick.
Vinny had to preemptively hipster
Listen
it.
to
I guess.
Oh my god.
I
almost
actually
got
hate
it.
Corpse
Edward
Bride.
Scissorman.
I thought that movie was so
Edward
boring. I was very bored during that movie.
It's like
Really?
And I also
That's
hated
about-
Coraline.
It's like
Coraline
when
was
you-
so
it's
fucking
like when you put
stupid.
the orange
That is
peel in
such a
your
boring
mouth
Tim
and you
Burton
smile.
It is a Tim Burton movie.
It's not a Tim Burton.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say it is to piss off whoever that one guy is. who gets
300 is
upset.
my favorite Tim Burton movie.
Like an orange peel
Yeah,
smile.
I kind of like it.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
There's still a lot
We
happening
keep
at that end
adding
of the
to
table.
our. You got shot right in the head. That's what's going on there. Should I make the bullet hole?
So I
a little
can't
bit?
wait
not-
until we put
it's
a
like-
candle in it and light just
Oh,
comes
were you-
everywhere.
I was just
Okay.
gonna
It's like
say-
Those
not
aren't
even
deep enough.
in there anymore.
There's- I
I
told
thought you
they're
poked all the way.
freckles.
Why is it not coming out?
I don't know.
I mean, I can.
There we go. There we go.
You know, I did here. I think I did here.
Angry.
No, I'll
He's a
do
man.
angry in a second.
He's a
We
pumpkin-y
all-
man.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's a
God.
good couple in here actually that it's gonna come from.
Yeah. Tom Ferreira asks, what
Make
happened
all-
to the video
Where'd the
sirens?
In that
Oh, they're
video,
over there.
Sirens, I think what you see happens in
I know.
Sirens is exactly what happened.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you for your donation.
It was kind of
Talia,
purposeful.
can I have that?
That's the word I'm looking for.
Sorry, baby.
Open-ended.
I'm sorry, did I just stop?
That would be a fun one to revisit.
Me?
Though.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Sirens.
Okay.
You weren't. I,
Oh, I
think
forgot
you were
about
there for
Sirens.
that one.
I don't know what that is.
I'll show you later. It was one we did with this Shen house with the locked in the bathroom.
Okay.
It was really.
Was
It was one of my favorite things we've done, honestly. But
Oh, it's not even.
He's good.
My pumpkin's ready.
He's
Oops, sorry.
ready.
It's on me.
Are we ready?
Sure.
All right, guys, get ready for
we're
the
gonna take
reveal.
a break from the questions. We're gonna reveal our pumpkins.
Hold on, let's make a nice.
And everybody has to vote.
Can I have?
Uh-oh.
Either
Chloe
team.
and Vinny, that looks very nice.
What's
There's
our
no
team?
need for the upsetty
No,
What's
it's
our
spaghetti.
great.
team?
Can I have that?
Team
Thunderbird.
Team Thunderbird
Over there.
is us.
What?
The room.
What's your team?
Yeah, I don't like that
Better
Jeff
Thunderbird.
named our
Okay,
team.
well now we're not Team Thunderbird anymore. Team Best Pumpkin. Team
That's
Best
leading.
Pumpkin.
That's
What's
leading
yours?
the witness.
What's yours?
Better than best pumpkin team.
Okay, better than Best Pumpkin team and better than Thunderbird.
Better than.
Thunderbird. He already chose better than
Superior
Thunderbird.
pumpkin. We are just not
Y'all's
team
name.
superior
Who's you want
pumpkin.
first?
I've
on the
already
show wins.
forgot what
Oh,
mine
I won!
We are just
Woo!
superior
I've
pumpkin.
already forgot what my
Wait,
team name
you need
is.
to put the little hat on.
Oh, I need to put his hat on?
Here he
I
is.
have to hold mine higher than
Here it
me.
is. This is how they all
Yeah,
fall.
now he's,
Minus one wins.
now he's holding it
Minus
off
one
camera.
wins.
Fool!
Oh, give me the pumpkin. I'll
There
stab.
you
I
Who
don't even know
wins?
if we're on camera because our thingy shut off.
Did the stream die?
Vinny, what the
That's weird.
fuck?
I'm
No,
alive.
I don't think the stream died. I think.
Can you see? Can they see?
No, the
Amanda.
stream didn't die. I just
Hold
don't know
on.
what happened.
Amanda.
I wasn't. Yes, you can see.
Supreme pumpkin.
Oh my knees.
You can see them
Best
all.
pumpkin.
All right, who wins?
Better than
Better
best
than best
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Who won?
There's no
There's
winning here.
Thunderbird.
What?
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird won.
Are they all saying Thunderbird?
Thunder.
That's us.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Remember that was our first
We
name.
changed
Jeff
the
thought
names
he
on
was
the
so
ballots.
clever.
Oh, I see what it is now. I didn't get it until some people put it
Oh my
in
God.
chat
What?
what their pumpkin is.
Ah, Nightmine's
It's
here.
an OO face.
Yeah.
I want to fucking smash him in the ground. I want to fucking annihilate
I
That's
him.
want to
al-
put angry
that's almost
eyebrows
cheating.
on it.
You know, we can put it on Twitter.
I worked
as,
so hard on mine.
No.
We can take
Can we
pictures
get-
and
can
put
Can we
them
get
on.
tiny
Listen, do
candles?
you not see
I
ridiculed
don't have any
him.
time
the
again.
craftsmanship of my very nice lines? Oh, it's all over me. Ah.
Wait, let me take a clean picture of pumpkin.
Someone please hand me a paper towel. I'm covered in
happened?
pump.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Yeah, how did that happen?
I thought we
Covered in that solid.
We
pulp.
did pretty good until the end.
I'm not graceful.
You have to nail it shut. Like.
Wait, stop.
No.
Yeah, nail it.
No.
Nail it shut. Oh, please do not hurt yourself. Oh, Jeff, don't put the garbage in there because we're going to use the seeds.
Do I leave it in? Oh no! Oh my bad. I didn't.
No,
I was
that's
just clearing out.
I'll try not
to waste
I love everyone supporting my pumpkin. Thank you.
Yeah, everyone loves it. I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a cute face.
It's OO. I had to be on brand.
I think Evan's just upset now because an OO pumpkin exists in his vicinity.
Well, now I'm giving him a. He's got like a spine on him. You know what I
Quality
mean?
win is
Ooh.
Evans, but the
Evan, I was
OO
taking
has the
pictures of
flair
that.
the gods
Oh.
lack.
So quality is what we said would win this competition.
No,
What do I-
we actually didn't
what do
set
I win,
any
Vinny?
guidelines.
Evans
You
is
went
really
nothing.
spooky. Good job, Amanda.
Thank
Say
you.
Your pumpkin is spooky.
Evans
It's
is really spooky. Good
Spooky
job,
because it
Amanda.
looks like its
Evan,
face
God
defies the laws of physics. What do you want? Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Everyone get in the picture.
Oh,
What are you gonna do? You should...
I'm fine. They see enough of my face.
Kneel down and put your face
I'll
in
do
there.
that after this. 3, 2, 1, and then I'll try the selfie.
Sorry, y'all.
Can I do it? Again.
Yeah, you got it.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Cool.
Well done.
I was moving my hands so they'll be wavy in the picture.
It's okay.
Chris
I don't care.
G says, yesterday was my birthday. Glad to have grown up watching you guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Chris.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Also, I would just like to take a minute to have Amanda and Evan both apologize
Why?
for making fun of my setup and admitting that there's no need for a tarp or fucking overalls.
I get. Look at
Look
Oh
at it.
no!
Look at all of
I
the
need
juice.
one paper towel.
Evan's
Look
gonna
at this
smash a
whole
pumpkin in
mess.
your basement.
Look how
to prove
fucking
the
awesome
point.
his back is
That's
now.
just
Made
pretty
him
cool.
like he's
You can
like
keep
a-
all that.
This reminds me
You
of
can do those.
BioFreaks. You ever play BioFreaks for the Nintendo 64?
The weird, like it looks
The
like
fighting game.
claymation.
No, it's like a weird Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they look
Zipper
really
head
weird.
and
yeah.
like all that like crazy monsters.
I'll
Can't
put it on
see.
after, and we'll see if it's a game that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I have it, but I think so.
Yeah,
It's not.
BioFreaks.
It's like 2 buttons.
No, I don't think so. It's,
They have like really cool moves.
it's a fighting game. Yeah, they have cool fucking moves though. There's a guy who has like drills. For
I never
hands or some
understood it.
crazy
I was
shit.
like, I was always trying to play it because it looks cool, but I never got good, so I just stopped because I couldn't get good.
This is good stuff.
How long
We
have we
did it.
been streaming?
So we've been streaming for about.
An hour? Not even an hour, because we started late, right?
Yeah, we
30
started-
minutes?
Yeah.
That was like we're going for like 20 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
Well, if we have any other questions,
Well,
we
good
can
night,
go for it.
everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay, bye.
All right, bye.
let's shut this stuff down.
No, I mean we
I'm
can.
leaving.
We do have questions that were a little bit of
We can talk
backlog on.
about the plans going forward.
Tell
first,
me
if we wanna
your
clear that up.
questions.
When should we do the next one? Since Thursday we're gonna be
44
busy.
minutes.
How long? How long was it?
We've been going for 44 minutes.
You want to
geez.
sit down?
No, bye. We're not going goodbye. Don't worry about
I
it.
didn't sit.
I'm just
Amanda
an
sit.
asshole.
Here, babe. Here, scoot. Amanda, get in there.
Our
Scoot.
friends will sit next to me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There's
Careful of the lights.
behind
This is
us.
what I was
You're
talking about
Guys,
with the
there's
lights
lights
before.
behind us. What? Vinny, I
I
tried.
know
Is
you
your,
did.
is your back in them? Like, are you in the lights or are
Well,
the
Vinny
lights
asked
in
that
you?
we didn't crush
They're
them.
gonna-
Yes.
There it is.
And again, I was made fun of, but
What?
I know my friends.
Oh.
Why are you gonna
You're
fall?
gonna make me
Stop!
break these lights.
What is wrong?
Can you get up?
This is what you get for
Amanda
wearing
can't
giant
walk
Frankenstein
backwards.
boots.
Walking backwards is her weakness.
All right.
How
It
dare
is.
you.
So, when do you
Alright.
think
Ready for questions?
we'll get?
Yes.
I tried, Vinny. It's
Alright.
really good.
I'm not crushing. Don't
No,
crush the lights. Don't crush the lights. Vinny's fucking freaking out. Oh,
All right. Hi, guy 2 says.
back there now.
Are you happy that you do this every week?
Your bony ass is killing my leg.
I have a nice juicy ass.
Yeah,
now.
okay.
My ass is nice.
Show the stream. Show the.
Pull it
guys-
down.
Donations for that. Donations.
Ever don't.
How many donations?
How
for
many
him to
do
show
you
his
need?
ass?
So warm.
How many
I don't
donations do you need?
Amanda, how
I
much
was
is
gonna price you.
What's
how much
his ass
money? How
worth?
much money is my ass worth? Do you think?
About 3:30.
$3.50.
I'd say a solid 75.
Ooh,
Cents.
that's pretty good.
It's a nice
Cents.
ass. I gotta say, I have a nice ass.
All right. Are y'all ready? Are y'all finally ready?
Fine,
Okay.
whatever.
Are
Go
they
ahead.
paying?
Smell it.
Are they
No.
giving
Are they giving the money?
Hi.
God, pumpkins fucking smell bad.
It smells like wet
Pumpkins
rubber.
smell bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
What else?
Yeah,
I'm okay
wet
with
river
it.
as opposed to a dry river.
It's not.
You fucking idiot.
It's a rubber ding dong.
Oh, I thought you said river.
Yeah, the wet river.
You
Do you
guys
remember
ever
when you
heard
fell in the river?
Oh.
Yes, I did.
that was awesome.
traumatic.
Attack
Did
of
we
the
tell
Killer
you-
Tomatoes?
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that.
Really?
I've never seen it.
That's a you. That's a you flick.
It's like one of those like
Yeah.
garbage.
That should
fun
be on our
movies.
list.
It's trash.
Am I some kind of tomato guy?
Pink Diamond, I think we've answered that question before.
Did we ever tell you about when Jeff fell in the river?
Daffy Bud asks, I hope I don't
vaguely remember.
mind asking a fun question for you guys, but you guys have any funny Halloween stories?
Funny Halloween stories.
I have a Halloween
Yeah,
story
we should
that
put
is
a
funny
highlight.
Are you sure, baby?
like in hindsight, but only because of how
Garbage it
sad
was.
of a Halloween it was.
Are you even
Where
interested?
I
Oh, no.
was, this is when I was
No.
working. What?
Let him tell his sad
Okay,
story.
tell your
Let me
sad
tell my sad
We can
story.
bring it down a notch because we've all just been
So,
screaming at each other for a
That's
half
true.
hour.
I need to make everyone sad for. Well,
And then we could just cut the
no one's gonna be
stream.
sad. It's gonna be funny.
You hear a
So
gunshot.
I was working at the mental hospital, which means I was working 12-hour days and working a ton of like extra hours. This was when we all moved out of the sham house. I was living with my aunt, so I'm living in this house that I don't want to be in.
It's a dark
I
period.
love my family, but you know,
It's not your own space.
it's not my own space, and I'm overworked. Life just fucking sucks. All of my stuff is all over the place. All my belongings are in different, like 3 different houses. I basically was like homeless. I was crashing between different relatives, and working a shit ton. And it was Halloween. I didn't even know that it was Halloween, and that's my
Oh.
favorite holiday. Until I got home and I sat down and I was like, oh shit, because I like checked my phone or something, and I was so just bummed and depressed that I was just laying on the couch miserable. And I know. Did you watch Beetlejuice with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was you, and I think Cairo
Mm-hmm.
and Julie.
I think so.
You, Cairo, and Julie sat with me on like stream or whatever on
Like a watch with.
Rabbit.
Rabbit, and we all watched Beetlejuice together, and that was my, and I had like one Reese's cup or something that I found
From
in the
Easter.
house.
You know what?
Well, from Halloween that they gave away. I didn't get home until fucking
Oh,
I
late.
gotta say, in hindsight, that story is still sad as fuck.
Also, but
That's not
also
very
funny.
It's
I think.
touching though. It's a
Yeah.
good one.
I love the because
Yeah.
it was like they made it not the worst
Right.
Halloween ever. You know what I
I
mean?
might have
By
been
being-
working at the hospital then too, because that was just sounds like it was a shitty Halloween for everybody.
Yeah, it was bad Halloween. That one sucked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like you guys always had plans, so there must have been something that you weren't around if you weren't also doing Halloween.
Yeah, I was just working, man. I was just saving money. I did make a lot of money though working there, so that's nice. But yeah, so that was my funny Halloween
I don't really,
story.
not that I can think of it off the top of my head.
Funny Halloween story.
I mean, they just said Halloween, I think. Oh, funny, you're right. Funny Halloween stories.
Well, probably when we were in like 7th grade or so. I don't even know what I was. I had just a black tarp costume and like a mask of like an old like kung fu man with like the big like fluffy beard and stuff. It was probably quasi racist looking back at it, but it was just a stupid mask I got from the Halloween store. I don't know what I was, but it was like after 11 and I was with the Romanos.
Yeah.
And our other friends bailed on us, and I was in 4th grade because I was standing on the side of the road dancing with a cane, and a car almost hit me, and then another car beeped as it drove past me, you know, just saying, get out of the street, you stupid kid, because I was like 3 foot tall at that point, dancing in the middle of the night in an awful costume. So I probably deserve to be put down, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind.
That's a good one.
And then we ate at elementary school. We poured out all our candy
Oh, nice.
at like midnight and just ate out of a big pile
Oh,
of
cool.
candy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
That was like when you see like Hey Arnold and like kids
Yeah, that's like a
cartoons.
classic.
That's what I think about
Yeah.
is like them being in like the normal locales after dark, you know, with your friends,
Scarfing the candy down.
scarfing the candy.
Candy.
That's pretty good.
Still doing the same thing in their 40s. Gathering together, scarfing down the candy in the
Yeah.
back of the school.
The school.
Hey
Middle
Arnold?
school.
Or
Yeah.
us
Us.
Both. Why not both?
beating up the Hey Arnold kids in our
Taking
40s.
their candy and scarfing it down.
These we got another call about these grown fucking men fighting each other over
Take him-
candy behind
I
the
tried to
school.
run that fucker over when he was being a little shit in 4th grade. Take him down. How old is the police officer if he's still on the
It's
force?
92.
I had a plan for this Halloween where, and I still need to go get the rest of the candy. I have candy, right? We have chocolate and shit. We need to re-up because we've been eating the shit out of it. I think I've gained like 5 pounds just eating fucking candy. But so we need to get chocolate candy. But then what I want to do is get candy for kids like, you know how a bunch of kids are like they suck and they're allergic to things like peanuts and stuff?
Yeah.
Because they are weaker and Darwin wants them dead.
How,
But whatever. I guess we're in a society where we let them live. That's
we
fine.
live in a society.
So we live in a society. So what I'm gonna do is go get a bunch of candy that's for like it's the Are You Stupid with Peanuts bowl or whatever. Like, do
Yeah.
you suck at peanuts? Then have these instead. And it's like gummies and like
Why not just
Starburst.
get good candy that's not peanut laden?
Or not.
Why are you gonna
Are you
punish
trying to
them?
help them or are you trying to make fun of them?
That's like
No, I'm trying to help them.
Okay.
They come to my house and it's like, here's the good shit, and they're like, I can't. I'm not peanuts. Kill me. And I'm like, all right, well, then here's this for you,
That's very
lesser
thoughtful.
one.
That's very kind
lesser
of you.
one. Eat these Starbursts
Just give
instead.
it like a hand grenade or something, or like matches.
I thought you were going to say mashed potatoes.
Something
straight into their bags.
It is
something
not
to
free,
help
you're right.
the Darwin system along.
How heavy do we want to get with questions? Because Think Lovely Thoughts keeps asking like humanity-changing questions.
Hit me with
Throw
one.
it at
That
us,
sounds
and if we don't
awesome.
want to answer, we don't want to answer.
Curveball.
All right,
let's
you're
do
gonna
this.
have to bear with me because
Humanity
this
changing.
question is so long they split it into 3 messages.
Hell yeah, go ahead.
All right, it sounds.
I don't know if
like
this
it's
is the
gonna
How
forum for
long are we in now?
be I'm grooming you like a monkey.
And you have to remember that the
When-
first 20 minutes of the stream were us just sitting with no stream happening.
Well, we
Maybe
started
30,
at 8:30,
45
no?
What?
We started at 8:30.
Yeah, but if they
Yeah.
were judging off of the stream time, 44 minutes,
Oh, well,
we
we
were
just
sitting
go
for
off the
20.
clock.
Yeah,
We've been
what
doing
time
this
is
for
it?
half
Okay.
an hour.
To be fair,
Are y'all
that
ready
was
for this
their
question?
fault.
Yeah.
That was their
Oh,
fault.
for sure.
that we
Yeah,
sat
let's
there.
do it. Let's get deep.
Go ahead.
Go
You meet a genie, but instead of getting the conventional,
I kill him. Next question.
Kill myself.
But instead of getting the conventional 3 wishes, you have the choice to eradicate 3 of the 7 deadly sins. Humanity would be incapable of ever committing those sins for the rest of time,
Greed.
but you will always be guilty of at
Yeah.
least one of those sins in every action you do, and
Oh,
you are
cool.
immortal.
Okay, so
Oh.
first.
And you-
what the
What
What the
Hold on, I
This
told
sounds
you.
like the basis of an anime that I want to watch.
We're not done yet. There's 2 other.
There's
Wait,
4 more
Are
paragraphs.
they necessary? Can
Wait,
you, like,
is
break
it
down?
only one of the
No,
7 deadly
let
sins?
me
I've already
finish
forgot a
this.
step of this
Please.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
What's the genie's name?
You are immortal.
Yes.
You can refuse the offer,
No.
but the person you love most in all the world
Yeah.
has to take up the offer without the option to refuse. What do you do?
Your
I told
son has
you.
been
Okay.
traveling
It's
for
like-
40
Who?
years.
Wait, who is this?
Think lovely thoughts. They've been asking
No,
like
think lovely thoughts.
they're like, who would you kill, Hitler or Jesus? And it's like all
This is
these
intense.
crazy
This is
questions.
intense.
All right. So
Wait,
3
so-
of the 7 deadly sins we have to get rid of, but we embody them
And
basically.
if we say
You
no to
embody
the
one
genie,
of them for the rest of your
Okay.
life, and you're mortal.
Sloth,
But you can
what do you
choose
say?
not to do
sloth,
this.
greed, and gluttony. Think
So-
about how much people.
How much
And it
of
just be a sexy
humanity
bitch
is
for all-
destroyed
all
because of
eternity.
greed and gluttony
Yeah.
and
Do lust.
sloth as well?
Yeah.
No, that's a good one.
And then
That's
be
a good
lust.
Those are the 3. And then do I get to pick which one I embody? Because I would like
That's a
to
good
embody
one. Or
greed,
avarice and
because then I'd be the only
greed.
greedy motherfucker.
So that's what I
could
was
rule
thinking.
the whole world.
Exactly what I was thinking. Is that you're fucking everyone else? You're like, yeah, I want that. Well, okay, because
Right.
I'm not greedy.
Right.
Great.
I know
I
it'd be
want
good
that.
for the rest of humanity, but I could have a little something on the
Someone-
side.
Because
fat
you're
kid in the
also,
communist
but
camp.
you are lazy, greedy, and gluttonous.
You're only one though.
So
Die
the
for
world
only
goes
one.
from being sort of shitty to being a straight dystopia, which sounds so much more
Yeah.
fun.
But
I
you know
think,
what? I wouldn't
because
be
you're
any
the
more,
rule.
I wouldn't be any greedier than I already am, because like you still have to. Do you have to embody it, or
Every
is it just?
action that you
Every
take,
action that
Ah,
you
fuck
do.
it.
you
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
you become like a ridiculous video game villain at
That's
that
fine.
point, like or
Yeah.
or
Every
comic
time
book
you brush
villain.
your teeth, you use an entire tube. Because how do you brush your teeth greedily? You
Gotcha.
have to use the
Right.
entire fucking tube.
How do you poop
No.
greedily?
I found a way.
You just go to your neighbor's house and
all mine.
you pick a neighbor and use their toothbrush. Every morning, someone
Every
else.
morning,
But-
you
but the
rob
thing
a
is-
different house.
The thing is, they're cool with it.
Oh yeah,
They're
no,
just
really.
cool with it.
They're
yeah.
so giving. They give it to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we?
Did we win?
Well, hold on. There was 2 parts
Wait,
of the
and I'm
question.
immortal. What is the immortal part?
Yeah, there was
Okay.
something else
So
to
you
it.
have to
Your
do.
wife dies or some shit?
No. Okay, so you have to do that thing in everything you do for the rest of your life, but you're also immortal. So
Okay.
literally, for in the end, to the end of your days, you could also choose not to do any of these
No,
things.
I would do it.
But it would you're someone.
I wouldn't
who
want someone else
do
to be
it.
able to be greedy.
I'll take the burden upon
Yeah.
Okay.
myself.
Continuing on. Unfortunate Shape donated $3.50 to see your ass.
About 350.
Crystal Fear donated $2 to keep his pants on. Thanks. XP face.
We
Well,
need another $1.50.
Yeah, so right now,
we're in the red.
Well, we
The
have-
dance is coming
coming
out.
down.
well, we haven't reached the 75.
Right.
That's what I
You're
need.
gonna see him shit greedily if we don't reach $75.
Take
Thank
that
y'all
little
for the
that pumpkin. Let's do
This
it.
is the one
Slothfully,
stream.
greedily, and gluttonously.
The smell.
Disgusting.
Mizumi VA says, you said this earlier, but just in case it wasn't seen, congrats to Vin on the win with Lilith.
Oh, thanks.
Very happy for you.
Oh
and the
yeah,
River House
congratulations!
Thank you so much.
That was
Thank you,
awesome.
thank you, yeah.
I love that statue. It looks so
That
fucking
was-
They're
cool.
all hand carved. Like some dude did those out of wood.
It's
Just
Just
wood.
some guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who he was.
They keep finding them.
He was
gifted
so
to them
happy
out
to have them.
back.
Though. He brought them out and he was like,
That's fucking cool.
because
They're
he's like some sort of artist.
New Jersey
Alright.
mixed with a skull mixed with blood. Like that was just so.
Oh, for
fucking
for those of you who don't know, we're not carving people up. My film Lilith
Yes.
won Best Feature award at the New Jersey HorrorCon. So that's
Cool.
pretty cool. And the trophy's pretty dope looking. It's a skull like popping out of New Jersey with blood all around it.
Am I not there yet?
No, I'm focused.
You're focused. Thank you, Amanda. That is very
What are you
kind of you.
focused on?
This is a very
Tell you.
cursed question.
No.
Oh boy.
Can any of you guys default dance in real life? If so, please demonstrate.
Default.
What is
Fortnite.
default dance?
Fortnite.
Oh,
We're not
Jeff
doing
would.
this.
Jeff
Jeff
can. Jeff
No,
can.
Jeff can
cannot.
Jeff Fortnite.
No, I like Fortnite. That doesn't mean I know how to fucking
Jeff
dance.
Fortnite's do
Oh,
it.
I'm
Do
not
the
gonna
dance.
do it. No, I don't know. I don't even know which one default is.
Jeff, I don't know what the default
How
dance is.
much money would it
What?
take?
It's
I'm not.
flossing.
No.
It's the
No,
flossing.
no.
No, it's the.
That's yeah.
There we go. You did it. It's $75.
I don't know it. You're the one that plays the game. Do it.
You
Do
really
the
know-
dance.
You know something.
Do the dance.
You know something. I just saw the whole hip gyration and everything. You know
You did
something.
the whole thing, but it was seated position.
I don't know it. It's like you're backing your feet up or some shit. And you clap your little hands and spin around.
Only one of us
There
is
you
little
go.
hands.
Shit, I do kind of know.
I want you all to know that everyone flipped shit when this was suggested. Like for like a whole couple scrolls, it was everyone going default dance, default dance, default dance.
Jeff, you have to.
No.
Jeff, I'm always the clown. You gotta do
Fuck
the
the
thing.
dance. You're the clown.
Okay.
Just know, well, hold on. Everyone needs to remember this moment in time when Jeff refused to do the default
Yes.
dance for fans who pay him money.
It's true.
This is a bad guy.
Gotta have
This is-
standards.
lean in so they can see your face, because I
They can
don't
see
think
me.
they can see
They
you.
can see me.
Can they?
You can see me
Yeah,
perfectly.
I mean, I
Parallel
don't
to the
They're
edge of
very
the chair.
hyped for it.
Oh, yeah. They're
They're
hyped
very
for it,
hyped
Jeff.
for it.
Yeah, people know what I
Can
saw.
someone, hold on, I'm going to pull up a video of it, and you're going to do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
We can learn it live. Go ahead.
All right. Pink Diamond asks, out of all the Halloween costumes you've had, what was your favorite?
My mom made me a dinosaur costume when I was 6.
I know my
It
favorite.
was great.
I was Captain Crunch one year.
No, you fucking weren't.
We were the Breakfast Club. Darius was Lucky the Leprechaun. My brother was the Trix Rabbit.
Yes.
Um,
Go ahead, Evan.
wait, Evan, sound.
I don't know what's happening!
Monetization.
Alright, well, it's 30 seconds, and you're
It
good.
doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Alright, whatever the fuck. So there it is. Watch it. And
Super complicated.
Watch it.
You're
I was
gonna-
going back.
What is that? Why is
That's
that?
not Fortnite.
Why is that?
You got really upset. I was trying to help you.
No, you weren't.
Jeff is canceled.
Thank God. Fucking cancel me. Get it over with.
Jeff was trying to do dirty deeds.
I was
Done
looking at your
dirt
phone
cheap.
and it stuck to me because your hand
Oh
grease.
yeah, his phone just stuck to you like he's some sort of Spider-Man, a Peter Parker. Or something.
What am I, some sort of Spider-Man?
What are
You
you, some
lying
sort of Peter
fuck?
Parker?
1 hour of the Fortnite default dance.
What?
Study it forever. Learn it and do it for
I
us.
don't think I've ever seen you dance, period.
Now you're
As
about
Jeff,
to see him
while
default dance,
Jeff
so.
studies up.
No, because
let's-
this is going to be made into a GIF, and fuck that.
No, yes, that's
Jeff,
right.
yes, that's the
Oh my
point.
God.
Where's
No.
your joy bones? Get your joy bones
Jeff,
in there.
I
Exercise.
came all the way from fucking Chicago, and
To
you
watch-
want to
That's on
fucking
you.
default dance.
That's on
She
you.
came
To watch you
your
default
I
dance.
can't
Then you
believe.
She
default
asked the
dance.
question. I don't know. How.
Chicago
I
is
don't play Fortnite.
6,000 miles
There it
away.
is.
It is.
There you
It's
go.
7,000 miles.
Go
All right,
100
Everyone
some-
stop
another
talking
No,
about
I
my
think
phone
it's
into
all
oblivion,
about-
please.
This is a nice phone.
Thank you. Don't.
Put it in the pumpkin. Put it in the pumpkin.
What's the next question?
Do we like Christmas as much as we like Halloween?
Wait, I never
So
did the
much
Halloween costume. What was your favorite Halloween
No,
costume?
moving on.
Manny?
My mom made a dinosaur costume when I was 6, and it was really good.
I dressed up one year. I surprised
I cannot
everybody.
do that.
I came out in a lab
There's too
coat.
much going on.
Yeah,
I
it's
came out in a
not.
lab coat,
There's
a
actually too much
clown
going on.
nose, and
It's
a
not,
cord wrapped around my neck. Can anyone guess what I
I
was?
expected this to be like one
Disappointing.
move.
A doctor's
It's
coat,
Way more than one
a
move.
clown nose, and a cord wrapped around my neck.
Absolutely disappointing.
No?
No.
Nobody knows? Do you remember?
Oh,
What?
I remember.
Do you remember what I
Oh, I
was?
remember.
Do you
Robin
remember what I was?
Williams?
I'm
Yes, I was Patch
Patch
Adams. Robin Williams as Patch Adams, but Robin Williams killed himself by hanging himself.
horrible.
So I came out in my doctor coat, clown nose, cord around my neck, and went. And I was
That
like,
was
guys,
my reaction.
guys.
Like, oh, Patch Adams.
Well, none of them got it, and then I went with the cord, and they were like, ah, and that was my favorite one that I've ever done.
That's horrible.
Just
Vinny
study
had
the
a
Fortnite dance.
touching moment of the dinosaur as a
We had
kid.
the two ends of the same
I
spectrum,
was the Breakfast Club
Yeah.
with my good friends,
which is funny.
and Evan was just
That's too much.
Shitting the bed.
Default dance is too many.
You know,
moves, by
you know
the
what
way.
I had a really good time with Halloween costume wise was dressing up as a one of the I don't know what the hell they're called, the bad guys from Alan Wake. When you were Alan Wake and you were Barry,
Oh,
and we did a photo
yeah.
shoot here,
What
and I
were
had
they
my
called?
splicer hooks.
The
Darkness.
Taken. The dark. No.
The
Dark-
Taken?
I
I
don't
think
know.
the Taken.
Either one sounds
Somebody
right.
fact check that. But yeah, it was fun.
But yeah,
Can
that
I
was-
say
that was
someone
really-
else's Halloween costume that I loved?
Yeah.
Sure.
I was a part of a narrative lab in college, so it's just a bunch of game design nerds and grad students talking about how games affect people. And I remember walking in one day thinking that one of my professors was sitting at the table, and it turns around and it's a grad student dressed up as one of the professors, like big bushy beard. This guy wears like sandals and shorts with like a rope belt all the time to give you an idea of what Andreen is like. And then Andreen walks in not dressed up as anything. No, he was dressed up as like a farmer or something. He walks in, sees Jack. Jack turns around, and then everyone just lost their shit. It was really funny.
That's a pretty good one.
It was really good. I have the video somewhere. Do we like Christmas as much as we like Halloween here?
No.
No.
No, yeah, Halloween.
I do.
I love Christmas Day. I love the day of Christmas when you wake up and you hang out with your loved ones and you're whenever that day is. It might not even be on actual Christmas Day. I do fake Christmases and fake holidays all the time with my family and with Amanda and Julie. But like that, like our last Christmas was just fucking awesome, where we all hung out.
The very next day.
It was beautiful, but I fucking hate the Christmas holiday.
Yeah.
Like everything leading up to Christmas pisses me off like a little bit more every day through December. You walk into the stores and you're like, I want to fucking burn this place. I hate that shit.
Well, I like the decorations and stuff more, but
I
just
hate
love
the decorations. How much of an asshole am I with Christmas
I love all
decorations?
of it.
So she
You're a
loves
bitch.
basically.
The fake
yeah, that's
Christianity
essentially
gets turned up to like 111 though,
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, peace and joy gets cut off coming out of the mall. You know, some old angry person.
That's me.
That's you. But I'm saying you're also not.
While singing the songs.
You're not also a proud
Nice.
religious person who is
What are you
all
talking
happy
about?
about their
Amanda invited me to her second
Her
baptism.
Bar mitzvah.
her bris. Yes.
Or what?
Her breasts.
Yeah, her breasts.
You know, for Christmas.
All right.
That's
40
all
years
sorts
too
of
late.
lore going.
Have you seen the Ju-on films? I have no idea.
Yes.
What that
Yes.
We saw the one
Um,
where they fought. They fought.
Yes, the Ring versus the Grudge.
Yes, I saw that one.
It's
Yeah.
the Japanese.
I
Grudge.
did see that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they smush into one big.
Yes, one big.
I don't know what
Oh
you're
no!
talking about
Spoiler
now.
alert! Sorry, but that's the funniest shit ever. We're like, we can stop it if we make them fight. And it's
Oh,
like,
it's so much
no, you
worse.
can't.
It's so much worse.
related, but it is
One
also
curse will
related.
cancel out another curse. Okay, I'm sure it will.
We got a guys. It was a donation, but it's also quasi EMH related.
Okay.
Advice for starting your own Slender series: outline the fuck of your story. Be prepared to not have
Careful
people to
with
help
audio, yeah.
you with it. Have fun. Don't let people bitching on comments bring you down.
Yeah.
That's with anything.
My big advice is don't bite off more than you can chew.
Yes.
In the sense that we did that, but we also completed it. But I have a lot of people who come to me and are like, I have this idea. It starts off in a military Air Force base, and we break out the aliens, and then it's like, whoa, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to, it's going to work.
I could probably get
Our
some
buddy,
friends together. First of all, you won't. You
Right.
won't ever
Our
get.
buddy
You'll never get your
Rodrigo
friends
did
together.
that pretty well, but he was like, that's one in every
Right.
100 people who were trying to do this
Right.
stuff.
Don't
Make it
bite off more than you
manageable.
can
Do yourself a
Right.
favor.
And I'm just talking, like, look at your technical skills. What can you do? We never went above what we could do. We, like, sort of pushed ourselves a little bit. But it never was to the point where, like, we have a helicopter now. Let's make a, helicopter
Well, no,
crash.
that's in the alternate.
What is
series.
this question? Advice to people who
Want
Want to make a
series.
Slender series or a web series.
If it's Slender series, I would just say at this point, don't do something fun.
I would say
cool,
you guys definitely
unique.
tagged on to what you wanted. I would definitely say I think the most important thing is make sure that that you make it in some way yours.
Mhm.
Make whatever you do in it like we wanted to put the monsters in there other than just Slenderman. We added a lot. There was tons of lore that we made that we put in there that maybe nobody will ever even find out, but it was a lot in there, and we had a ton of fun doing it. And I would not have had that much fun if we were like making a remake of something.
Right.
If we were gonna make no, I would have had a great time making a zombie thing too, but or even something generic. But we had so much fun, and that was to me like the most important part.
Yep.
I love making stories. I loved writing Forever Man Hybrid, writing dialogue or writing not even dialogue, but scenes or things or plots and stuff like that. And I loved doing that, but I more so just loved getting together with you guys and filming it. And I think that's what kept me doing it. You know what I mean? Because to me, it wasn't, all right, we got to get together and do it. And then even when we were like, oh, we got to film this thing, we'd get together, we would always have fun. You know what I mean? We would always have a good time. So
It was just the getting there that was ever the issue. But once we were there, it was,
But I would say when you do it, definitely make it yours in some way. And just have fun. Just
And-
God,
and
have
that's
fun with
why
it. Like
I say move away from the Slenderman thing, just because you're
I
gonna get
would.
a lot of people bitching about you, and that's gonna be
Right.
especially if you're a younger viewer doing this stuff. I don't know. Just in my experience, you guys, rightfully so, take the comments like a lot more personally, especially when it's like your first foray into something like that, and you don't need to deal with the assholes.
The
out
already
there
established people
saying-
who have a hierarchy in the community.
Well, also, I
you
mean,
know.
I would hope they're not bitching
Right.
about people starting the new stuff.
Right.
But I'm
Oh
just
my
saying, all
goodness.
like the audiences out there are gonna be like, "Oh, Morgan Hornets
She
rip
just
off,"
wrote
even if it has
something
nothing to
dirty.
do with
Right.
it. But yeah, have
But
fun with
at the
it.
same time, it's like trying to do your own Freddy
No, they
versus
can't.
Jason
They
series.
don't.
Of course, it's when you have that sort of baggage, it's going to be tough to
They
break
don't
away.
know.
So.
Shakespeare characters and Sherlock Holmes are in the public domain, so if you want to make them into a scary area,
Don't do
you
that.
have that. If Sherlock Holmes is creeping around in your backyard, I don't know. I found
Oh, no,
a
is he
camera
at
Jeff
window?
doesn't know. He
with
doesn't
Sherlock
know.
Holmes'
that.
hat on it. What does it mean?
Oh, it could be like Tremors, where he's a worm that lives in
Yeah,
the
and
earth.
Hamlet 2. Hamlet 2 is coming.
Imagine that.
Watson.
All right. Daffy Bud, I appreciate your Toontown icon. Mad respect for that.
Toontown.
Well,
I remember their commercials for
Mhm.
that.
$2. You got to do the default dance now. I think
Jeff,
we've already
Jeff.
covered it. I think we already
Jeff,
covered
what the fuck?
this
They're
as
not
well.
There's
doing
too
it.
many moves.
Literally,
fuck.
literally
There's a
everybody sitting here wants you to do the
No.
default
And everybody at
dance.
home.
Literally everyone's sitting here
There's
and saying, "Help me go fuck
460 million
myself."
people watching this
So
right now.
angry.
I
am
can't
angry.
believe
I'm gonna
this.
get
So
more water.
mad.
I can't believe this.
Oh, he's going to get more.
I'm gonna go
water.
cry in the
You know what,
bathroom.
guys? I know for a fact Vinny would do the
I
default
would
dance.
if I wasn't stuck.
He's stuck though,
can't.
unfortunately.
I'm still stuck.
Put it
Oh
on
no,
her,
she's
then.
all
Good
No,
to go.
she's sitting on my foot. She
Is he good to go?
No, I'm not on his
I'm not
feet
good
at
to go.
all.
He's good to go, guys.
Oh my god.
Well, then
Look at
I guess
that.
if we can't get Jeff to do the default dance, we can get you to do the default dance.
There he
Yeah,
goes.
Jeff
Default dance.
Jeff
right
was
there.
paid $2 whole
Oh,
dollars.
look, Jeff's doing it right now.
He did.
Oh my
Right
god,
off
that's
screen.
amazing.
It's incredible.
Oh, the fans will never see it.
Let's do the music too, so we can demonetize all
I
this.
can't believe. Can you get me one, bud? Can you,
Jeff,
I'm
can I get
sorry.
one?
Just
Can you
as
get-
he-
Does anybody else want it?
That
thanks.
down.
No, seriously.
I didn't realize what you were.
You wait. I literally was default dancing.
Oh wait, I
over
have
in the
soda,
corner.
Jeff. I have soda.
Daffy says.
Well, I should drink water though.
A
What
fun
you think?
fact.
Yeah.
I should have water.
I
Shut
work
that bottle.
for Toontown Corporate Clash as a comic artist. I sneak some EMH stuff into the comics if you wish. That is really cool.
What is it?
Toontown Corporate Clash as a comic artist. I don't know if this is related to this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but Toontown actually went down quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And currently there's something called Toontown Rewritten that is literally just the game, and they're doing a great job with it. I know Jesse Shell,
I've played it.
Jesse
I'm
Shell,
trash.
who worked on the original one, is also working on this one as well, and he's like super well renowned as a game designer. I'm not gonna go off on that.
Go off, I guess.
You just did though.
I'm not gonna go off anymore. You don't want to get me started about game design.
Too late.
I guess she
Um,
went off. I
Tally's
guess.
going off,
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
just go off. That's
How
cool.
far off course do you think we can get her? Tell us about game design.
I guess.
Just so.
Whatever.
Who's
So you're a woman
who's-
who does games.
Who's Jesse?
Game.
I
Jesse
forgot the
Shell.
name.
Jesse Jenkins.
Shell. I was going
Jesse
Jenga
Shell
Gang.
wrote a textbook that is widely taught called The Lenses of Game Design, The Art of Lenses of Game Design, and it's like one of the intro books that a lot of people teach. He did a lot of really cool stuff. He worked with Disney on a lot of cool things.
What
What
other
about the
games
droid
has he
attack
I
on
don't
the
trust him.
Wookiees?
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Let's see here. Daffy
So you're political
says
stance?
Toontown has multiple servers. Corporate Clash is a more harder game, but we have a huge event coming this month.
Oh,
cool.
cool.
Plug that. That's cool stuff.
Loved.
Go off, I guess.
Tell us about game
Uh-oh.
design.
There's
Or
a
correct me.
couple of questions. We're gonna do the donation one first, and then I'll hop back.
Yeah.
Tom Ferrara,
That's me.
do you spell your name
Ah.
for $5? VINNY
Listen,
or
Can't be.
VINNIE?
You can't. You
We
can't
got
do it,
to
Vinny.
know.
I refuse to spell
How
your
much-
name.
hold on,
with
I'm sorry.
IE.
$5.
I refuse
How much?
to
How much
spell
did
it.
he spend?
$5.
Five.
Thank you, Tom.
It's
There's a
I-
video.
I refuse.
There's a video
Oh.
online
You're horrible.
There
where I
is.
describe what I say when people ask me what my name is, and it's in that video, so you can watch that.
What did you say?
Link it below.
I can't remember.
It will be linked. How do I link it?
You're sitting in Masterpiece Theater. I remember the.
Dude,
Yeah.
he paid you $5.
I know.
You have to
You
at
know
least-
what?
you
No,
have to at
I
least-
deserve an identity. It's IE. And I've said it's
I
IE
refuse.
many years. Jeff is like the the force of evil and always gets people to do Y. It's IE. It's always been
I
IE.
changed it in
Jeff-
my phone to make it the wrong name.
Jeff
What is
has
it
been
working
working
on?
against
2010 in the description of the image video, I changed it to Y
Yeah.
because I refused.
purposefully. He knew even at that point he knew it was IE. And was
What,
like,
you
no, it's
went
Vinny.
in there? I have an IE in my phone.
Yeah,
That's
you
so
got it
funny.
right.
I don't.
But Jeff has changed it in EMH. It's Vinny with a Y. Because
Why would you do
he
that?
made it when he was alive.
10 years later, it's still bothering
Yeah.
him.
Not even the fact that it is a Y, because
It is a gift that keeps
lot of
on
people,
giving.
yeah.
Well done.
a lot
That's
of people use
incredible.
the Y and it's fine, but it's willful, it's ignorance. This is willful. This is willful.
He's doing it maliciously.
Yes.
Oh,
He
my
changed your name. Jeff changed your name.
But
through,
you know what?
Through
It
sheer
helped,
willpower.
it helped a little bit, because there is a little bit of a discrepancy, because if you type in Vinny, V-I-N-N-I-E, Everyman, there's less hits, so it's less close to my real name, which means I don't get people...
Jesus, they know
stalking
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky
Until
you.
now.
So thank you, Jeff.
Lucky
Me
you.
and Jeff,
Yeah, until now, everybody stalked me. Don't, please.
All right.
Please leave me alone.
Pink Diamond.
We're sitting
Yes.
around 60 people watching with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited for the 100th episode of American Horror Story next week?
Not really.
No.
I
I-
haven't seen the season yet.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty up to date, but I think Jeff and I both wait until the season's done and then we'll binge it together.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much.
That is bad show. Bad
I-
show.
I-
Bad
I
show.
actually-
Very
I
bad show.
love American Horror. I agree 100%.
Bad show.
I
Awful
actually do
show.
agree.
Bad
I
show.
love it, and it is garbage.
It's a bad show.
I rewatched,
Which show?
I think I was talking to you about it. I rewatched the first,
I
like,
love Total.
Asylum was my favorite.
Still bad show.
I love
Never saw
Asylum.
it.
I
Never
love
saw it.
Asylum. Asylum was cool. Season
That's
one was
what I
alright.
really liked.
But then I went back and watched season one the other day, and it looked like a soap opera. I
It
was like,
does.
wow, it looks
It's-
real
It
bad.
is,
It
yeah.
looks like trash. And I was
I
like, I
never
can't even
finished
watch it. Yeah. But season two is crazy. Balls to the walls. And
That's the one I've
That's the
never
one where, like,
seen.
aliens and zombies and
All right,
what
don't
else?
tell me.
Ghosts.
Beautiful building.
All right,
Yeah.
I will say though, I watched like the Carnival one, and I was like, this is
I
the
didn't
worst
like it.
show
I didn't
I've
like
ever
it.
It was a
seen.
freak
Yeah.
show.
It was
Yeah.
fun
Fucking
for a
awful.
drama. It was not good for a horror.
It is bad.
Too bad it's a
show.
horror show.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's what I
It's
literally.
bad show.
No, I'm not going to get into scary
Alright.
territory.
The witch one is funny every once in a while.
Yeah.
I like it.
I didn't
Yeah.
finish
See,
it.
I
but
love all of them. There's good things to all of those
I like
things
Kathy
we're going
Bates.
through.
Still
in that
bad
one.
show.
The cast is always incredible. There's always someone you love to hate. They always nail that.
Yeah. Just not good.
Not
Okay.
good, though.
It takes too long. If they did like
yes.
6 episodes, they probably would nail it. But they do it for whatever 8
It's
or
like
10.
Walking
and
They
Dead.
pulled,
Getting off the
pulled like
farm
a
is
Stranger
what killed
Things,
my
but they had
hype
very
for the
few
entire
episodes,
franchise.
but each
Too
was
much.
great.
Yeah.
Stranger Things is great though. Holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Next question.
Next
We
question.
got into that one.
Talia, what's your favorite example of game and/or character design? That's very hard because I play a lot of games, or I've played a lot of games, and I like a lot of them. I think on my YouTube I still have up a stream where I talked about how much I love Spyro 2 for its game design.
Ooh.
Which one's that? Is
I-
that Ripto's Rage?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that
Ripto's
is
Rage.
Ripto's
That's
Rage.
my favorite one.
I used to have a Patreon where I would talk about game design and I would talk about ARGs and how to like make a good one. I would say off the top of my head, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. As far as character design, that's really hard. I've seen a lot of characters. I've seen a lot. Give me some time to get back to you on that
That's
one.
a really tough one.
Because it's like, do you like character design for what the character looks like personally, aesthetically, or do you like it for how well it communicates something? You know, it's
Johnny
a lot.
from
Wait,
Fortnite.
guys,
I don't know.
Best character.
my brother just texted me 10 minutes ago. Go ahead, ... default dance. That
Holy
was ominous as fuck.
Jeff.
Hi, Alex.
Jeff.
He's just
Literally,
in
your
here
brother.
rescuing.
Your
Oh,
flesh and
you're not
blood.
gonna do this. I don't care. He's not here. You
He
can't be
can,
his
he can go
his
fuck off.
speaker for him.
I don't know if this counts, but with character design, I know the question was for you, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. I've always I love the character and everything because I've been playing that game since I was little.
Yeah.
But I learned how to draw from God of War concept art. That's one of the ways I learned how to draw and that's I learned how to draw like action poses and stuff. Because that's what was drawn for him, and I learned that before I learned like basic human anatomy and everything. So I still don't have that down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So instead, but I can draw like people like ripping arms off of other people and shit because of that. And I've always
Oh wow, it is your art is very God of War-y.
yeah.
It is.
Yep.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, with like the like exaggerated
literally.
like raw, like ripping things in half
Yeah.
and
I'm thinking about your Inktober is the one where she's like
she's ripping the
Yeah,
arms off
literally
and
that.
kicking him. Yeah, so like all of that, a lot of that comes from
wild.
God of War,
Yeah.
and like that's just always been such a huge inspiration to anything that I ever make because I
Huh.
just loved it so much. So that's probably definitely my favorite.
If we're talking concept
Evan's
art,
Inktober's are very cool, by the way.
They are
If you're not
cool.
following
Thank you,
him.
thank
Yeah,
you.
they're very
I
rad.
thought that we had a half an hour. I brought my stuff because I was going to draw. I'm working on I'm way behind, but because I'm like, you know what? I've given up on being done by the end of October, so I'm just going to do them and make them all cool. And that's just what I'm gonna.
As long as you
focus
don't.
on. Fuck it.
Basically,
Yeah.
If we're talking concept artist, Matt Rhodes will always be probably my favorite concept artist because a lot of concept art is either photo manipulation or like really painterly style stuff, which can be cool. I think photo manipulation is kind of cheap personally, but Matt Rhodes, his art style is more comic. It's got dark lines and really exaggerated figures, and I remember seeing his art in middle school and being like, wow, I could actually do this. Like, I never wanted to get in concept art because I can't paint worth shit. And then seeing him do stuff for Dragon Age Inquisition and for Mass Effect, I was like, okay, maybe there's a shot for me. So I have mad respect for him as far as that goes.
Although photo manipulation is what we in the business call cheating. It's cheating.
Your words,
Yes, you
not
and
mine.
me.
Cheating. You can't do that.
But thank you for saying that.
Yeah, you have cheated. You have failed art. You have cheated.
Jackson Helms asks, what do you guys think of Modest Mouse?
Fuck them. I hate them. Move on. Next question.
I think everybody likes Modest
Yeah, I
Mouse.
think that they definitely have some hits that I enjoy.
I don't know. What's the song that they sing?
Ocean Breeze
do they
Salty.
sing-
Ocean
do they
Breeze Salty,
sing-
Interstate 8.
Do they sing
Da-
Death Cab for
Alone Down
Cutie?
Here.
No.
No.
No, said
What was
Modest
that
Mouse.
Alone Down.
Oh,
There?
yeah.
I don't know any of these songs.
You-
That was
terrible.
prominent
You
very early
definitely
in
know,
the
like,
age.
What's
Their
Bury Me
biggest-
With It? What's
Bury
that?
Me
That's the
With It?
song. Is that the name of the song?
What do I know?
They have
You know
like
what I'm talking about,
they're like
right?
Fall Out Boy in the way that they'll have like a 2-sentence name for
Yeah,
their
but
song.
what is the? I don't think it's Bury Me With It. It's Please, whatever.
All right.
It's
I
that
know what
song
you're
too.
talking
Bad band.
No.
Shit.
Bad band. Bad music. Bad music,
Shitpost and
bad
Jay.
Oh, good. Here we
Ocean
go.
Breeze Salty.
Opinions on where Stranger Things season 4 can go, or what you might want it to lean
Russia,
towards.
done.
All of the kids
Ooh.
dying
Yeah,
horribly. I'm so excited.
Well, it has to be a new group, right? Is it gonna be like
Well,
I
what's
don't think a
gonna
new
happen?
group,
like
but
Is it going to be a bunch of little Russian kids over in communist Russia?
You know what though?
That
That'd be
I'd
kind
be
of cool.
interested in.
That'd be kind of cool.
What is?
or like
Yeah,
a weird
what
They're all
foreign place like
starving and
Canada.
shit, and their lives suck.
The
is
Russian
that?
aesthetic though, that would be makes it for some
it
cool
might
shots.
be all Hopper.
That would be beautiful. I don't want
Who's
that
Hopper?
show. No one
What?
wants. I love Hopper, but no
He's
one
so
wants all
hot.
Hopper.
And I love him
That grizzly angry bear.
Yes,
Oh, I
for the
get
past
it.
hour, and you wake up to
Think
say,
about what
oh,
you're
he's so
saying.
hot.
Wait, was it David Harbour? What
No,
happened?
this is the hill that you're gonna die on.
This
Falling
is the hill
asleep.
that you're gonna die on.
Falling asleep on Vinny Shears,
Just-
David Harbour.
just- where it left off, like, you know, him
No,
getting
he
out
was-
of
he-
whatever
Smell-
situation.
There was no season where
Spoilers?
he
I know.
did better than the last one because at first you're like,
It's been long
you're like,
enough.
why is he being such a little bitch in
Where's
the
this
beginning?
going?
And then he's the best. Like as the show goes on, I definitely get it, but like I don't want a whole show of him. That's a different show.
He was
like,
also a
that's an
problem
action
last
show.
season. You know what I mean? Like he was
The
such
recent
a,
one?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
such a
he-
dickhead to Winona.
Everybody.
And I was
That's
like,
right, because he was being a bitch. He goes,
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with my feelings. And it's like, all right, we get it. But like once you gave him a problem to solve, he was great. Once you just ignored all the bullshit, he's like, oh, there's people to kill, and then he was excellent. He was perfect. But like, I don't want to watch a whole show of that, or at least if I do, I'd rather it be a spin-off or something, or 1 or 2 episodes of just
Well,
Hopper would
yeah.
be fucking cool.
Leave it to Hopper.
You know what'd be cool? I have not watched into 3, but it'd be cool if they pulled like an anthology sort of thing, and it's like
That's what
other
it said.
What is?
world events.
Stop making up words.
Other like sort of like the Control or whatever that game is. Sort of like Control, where they have altered world events, and they like Alan Wake is one, and Control is another. Sort of like that, where it's like other underworld things
In the
popping
same
up in
world.
other in
Or
the same
happening.
universe.
American Horror
Following,
Story.
it could be groups of people, it could be
Stranger
individuals, it
Things.
could be character studies.
All
That'd
right.
be rad.
I
think that
say
would be pretty
Because
cool.
I think their design and shit.
we
is always-
do just a
That
couple
kind of
more.
reminds me of Black Forest or Black Summer, the zombie show that was. I'm very sorry to
What
tell you, but it was a
about-
zombie TV show that when it started, it starts by showing everybody each
I
each
really
each
like that
episode.
show. It's
Each
good.
each episode was a collection of short films in a way,
Yeah.
and they were each just focused on one individual person or 1 or 2 people
Oh.
surviving. But they were all kind of in the same area. It all takes place in the same city, and it's during a fucking zombie outbreak. So you'll
But they
see
all
like
interconnect.
yeah,
What's it
you'll
called?
see like the first
Black Summer?
Black Summer, and you'll see like the first little bit. They're all titled, and it's like somebody running, whatever, and he goes past like a woman who's like bleeding on the ground. He's like, and it's just like a quick second of like, oh god, and he keeps going. The next little movie, you see what happened
Shows
to
you what
her,
happens there.
you know, or whatever. Like, and it's all these people like interconnecting, meeting each other, dying,
I always like that. 'cause I feel
surviving.
like that's
It's
easier
really
to
cool.
to
Falling
keep
in
that
love.
fresh.
Some of them, yep.
I say
It's
we-
very
Zombies,
good.
That's fucked up.
We do a couple more questions.
Yes. Get in there.
I'm gonna try to go in order, so I'm sorry if you asked something more recently and doesn't get answered. There are some I have been skipping because we have answered them in the past as well.
And Talia hates you.
I
She's
don't.
doing it on purpose.
Personally,
All right. Talia's canceled. Finally happened. Jace Gem Last question for me before I gotta head off to sleep, and my apologies if this is an odd one. Any of the artsy folks have any tips for amateur artists who don't know how to do anatomy? Yes.
Eat the charcoal piece.
Don't do that.
Be the marble.
Practice.
Lick
Practice.
the marble.
Do it.
There's books that I can't remember the title of, so I'm not going to talk about those.
Anatomy.
If you're legal, look at figure drawing. There are like great figure drawing references online. If you can go to a class, do that. Start
Yeah,
at 5 seconds, go up to an hour. That helps a lot.
That was really helpful.
This one, don't take me out of context on this. If you have literally no idea how to draw people, go on DeviantArt, find stock images.
Don't go on TV.
Listen to me. Find stock images of people. Senshi stock is great for human anatomy. Trace the shapes in the body, not just the outline. The outline's not going to do you shit.
Yes.
Trace the shapes, do the circles, do the blocks. Try to block out the 3D stuff. If you post them, credit the stock artist.
Yes.
I hate seeing people who obviously trace stuff and they don't credit anyone. And it is obvious. So credit them. If you don't post them, fine. If you think you might post them, make a Word doc.
If I can tell that you traced off
Yeah.
somebody,
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
incredibly easy to tell when someone
It's
traces
very
anything.
easy to tell. And it's like there's a thin line between there's nothing wrong with tracing to learn if you are learning and you are understanding like, oh, this is how I foreshorten something, this is how the arm is built, and tracing something and then drawing your character on top of some model's face and saying, this is my OC, ooh woo, and then not crediting the model or crediting where you got it. That's not cool. That's my 2 cents on anatomy.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
Like what you said, practice.
You just gotta do it.
My
Do a
advice
lot.
is, if you get frustrated and you can't do it, just give up and do something else. That's what I do. I paint. My oil paintings look nothing like fucking people. I don't need to.
I do like that painting, though. I
Thanks.
gotta
They don't
say,
need to
the
look like
red and the
people.
black, like,
Yeah.
it's very good.
That is a famous painting though that I deconstructed, so that's not my.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did you paint that, though?
No, I painted. Yeah, I just looked at the image and was trying to get the colors and the perspective down.
Then you painted it.
Thanks.
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't show it to anybody.
Oh,
'cause I don't know
whatever.
what it is. Yeah, but just do whatever. You know, fuck people.
Thank y'all for the preaches. I
Vinny
appreciate
Everman,
that.
fuck
Drawing
people.
people. We're widening our base here. First it was the fans, now it's just people.
it's just gonna be the word F eventually. The letter
Oh,
F.
Yes.
well, what's that word for people who hate human beings?
Republican.
Misanthrope.
We're
We're all basically misanthropes. I think.
Gangsta Sheep is Alex Jeff's older or younger brother?
Older.
Younger.
Older brother.
Older.
In
3 years.
between.
Younger brother.
Backwards.
They put him back in.
He
and-
started. Yeah,
He
he
was
started
born 3
being
weeks
born.
early and then went back in. What? That's gross.
Well, nobody answered that question.
I answered, but
You answered like
He's-
a liar.
he's-
but
Sometimes
yeah.
he's older,
Like a
sometimes
liar.
he's younger,
Alex
sometimes
is
he's a
Jeff's
twin.
little tiny weak baby brother that Jeff is stronger than.
Who's older than
I hope
me.
Alex
This
is
poor
But he's older
person
than
was
me.
so nice too. They were like,
Does
oh,
he still feel the pain?
He's
Jeff
also
can-
younger than me.
Jeff
the
can
stars,
beat
that
Alex.
won't be.
Jeff
His
can
eyes
beat
have
Alex
died.
in
When
an
he
arm
closes his
wrestling
eyes, he
competition.
sees the void.
He sees more than.
Stars against
I'm
the
gonna
void.
say 2 more. Pink Diamond. What is the most confusing thing that's ever happened to you other than the Sigmund Freud cop?
God,
Confusing?
that was very
Yes.
confusing.
Confusing.
God, every day at work.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of state government confusing days.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Before I worked at the state government, which is just a puzzle every single day I walk in the building, I worked at a school. And at one point, I was a one-on-one, so I worked with one kid. He was my... That was it.
Child.
He was my student. Basically, he was my child. I took care of him all day. I did everything with
I
him.
wasn't making a joke for once.
Yeah. And at one point, we found out that there were bed bugs. So I talked to my boss, and I was like, boss,
I remember
bed
this.
bugs. And my boss goes, okay, great, no problem. Go home. We'll figure it out. We'll get you a bunch of supplies. You can wear overalls. We'll figure this out. So then 2 days later, I come in. There's nothing set up. And my boss comes down and immediately looks at me and goes, what the hell are you doing, man? Why aren't you doing your job? And I was like, we agreed on a bunch of stuff that is not here. He's like, no, we didn't. What are you talking about? And I'd never been gaslit to that. Like, so I was just so confused because, like, did we not have this did we not have a handshake literally 2 days ago? 48 hours ago? What is happening? And him and everybody else acted as if we did not have that conversation.
That's weird.
And then I left and I was like, okay, bye, I'm leaving.
Yep. Oh, I'm not gonna get bed
Yeah,
bugs.
no.
Have fun getting
Yeah.
bed bugs.
And then everybody else in my class who also worked with this kid was like, oh yeah, we're not touching him, we're not doing this. And they were doing it. And I was like, what is happening in this school?
Everybody pussed out. That's what
Right.
happened.
And they all just sort
everybody-
of turned the
Yep,
blind
everybody pushed out.
Yeah.
People are fucking pathetic.
Oh yeah,
at
and
the end
my
of the day.
union was trash too, so that like they didn't help.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious because it was confusing because everybody just turned in 2
Yeah,
seconds.
this state. Well, that wasn't even the state.
No, that was.
Now
Just
you're
a
working with the state, which is the exact same.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only one that likes their job. Like, I feel so bad.
I don't
Yeah.
hate my job. My job is easy as
I'm
hell.
not, I'm not
It's
gloating.
the
I feel
people
bad.
around
It
you.
fucking
Great.
sucks. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got my old boss.
Yeah.
That's cool.
leave it to Big D. What do you think he's doing right now?
God, I can't even fucking imagine.
Confusing stories. For
Asleep
either of
under an overpass, killing people.
I
He's
don't
on the
know. I
beach.
can't really think of confusing.
weird
I don't
question.
get confused. I get angry.
Mood.
So like, there's a different like. If I get confused, it's for a very short amount of time, and it jumps
Turns
right
out
to
to
either
be.
solving the problem or getting fucking pissed off and like
Or hurting the problem.
or hurting the problem, like smashing the pumpkin
Yes.
somewhere. Like you know what I mean? That I don't get confused
Oh,
for
we've had the
long.
pumpkins facing out this whole time. That's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Cute. That's such a weird question because I guarantee you it's gonna be 3 a.m. I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat and be like, I have a story, you know. But
I remember.
I don't
Well,
sit
that's why
and
we
think
were
about
Every
it.
bound to be
dying
doing
whisper,
this
every
for-
desperate murmur.
I,
I remember as I gazed upon her, she looked just like you.
I don't think I have a.
Remember what you did to Marty.
Don't. Oh my god.
17.
Even not in D&D, we have to throw it back.
Evan,
Okay.
do not cut yourself.
Last.
Please.
I'm not gonna
let's
cut
not
myself.
Go to the ER.
The last question.
Audio. Audio.
Oh Lord, where did it go?
Last question for our hour-long stream.
I got a bottle opener trick or treating one year. Have y'all ever? Have y'all ever gotten anything weird?
That's incredible. Thank
The
you for
generic
sharing that.
toothbrush.
What? Toothbrush.
I got a Jesus card once.
Oh.
Oh,
Like a little,
you
like-
win.
I hate that
You
shit.
win.
Like a business card,
Yeah.
but for Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, like for like whatever dumb fucking
G-Man.
church. Well,
Not
it
the G-Man,
upset me
G-Man.
because I was like, I don't know what candy this came from, and I don't trust it.
Right.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I don't trust religious fucking
Candy.
Oh,
people.
you don't say.
Fuck that. People who hand out like people who give them those little pamphlets.
Yeah.
Like fuck that. Don't even touch me. I don't know what
Like
weird
typical
shit you're into.
waitress with a
You
fake
walk around.
dollar that says
Yeah.
like
That
call
shit.
your church and shit
Yeah,
on it. It's
so at my work, somebody gave me like it was like a fake $100 bill, and they were like, "I'm giving out. Do you want this fake $100 bill?" I was like, "Oh, that's funny, sure. You know, thanks." And then I turned up and was like, "Hey, you fucking tricked me. Like
should be
you,
able to-
I
That's what
thought, I
to
thought you just had a
vaguely
cute,
duel that
quirky
person.
thing
The
that you
fact
do.
that you're
but
literally
you
tricking
fuck.
people to me is like you're already bad.
Yeah, you're
Right.
a shithead.
Right.
You are
No, that's-
you
what
are
does it say
terrible.
about your
Like,
worldview that you needed to deceive people
Right.
into receiving
Right.
something
it's
good?
just that you're so wrong that I need to trick you
Right.
because it's
To me, that
because
means
I'm
you're willing.
right.
That means
I
you're,
know what's good for
means
you.
you're willing to do anything.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right. No,
Yeah,
thanks.
fuck you.
So that's weird. But go ahead. Weird things.
I think actually my family was the weird Thanksgiving people one year. Like we tried to be cute because Halloween's our favorite holiday. I know at least most of us. And we had like a bowl that said treat and it had candy in it.
Yeah.
And then we had a bowl that said trick and it had like fake plastic spiders and like little gummy
What's wrong with that?
toys.
That's cool.
Right. You say that.
Yes.
You say that.
I'm still saying.
But
it.
then kids would come up and go trick or treat, and I'd go, you can choose. And then they would put their hand into the one with the toys, the non-edible plastic
Yeah.
toys, and just immediately, and like put it in their mouths, and then we would have to go, no, 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 no. And it was
That's why you just
horrible.
let them learn the lesson.
Yeah, that's their
Darwin.
own damn
Not when their
fault.
parents are back there and about to call us on a choking hazard. And it was hard because I grew up in a very diverse place with a lot of different people from a lot of different places, and not a lot of people spoke predominantly English, especially
Oh,
the
no,
kiddos.
you can't-
And so it's like trying to explain to them,
Right.
like, don't eat that, do not, no, don't, you know. And it
She
was,
gave us candy and then
Right.
took it out of our mouth.
I know, and so it's like this horrible.
That
It's a
unwrapped
race
candy.
car, you fucking idiot.
Literally, like, I
Candy!
think
Breaks
an
their teeth
hour and a half into it, we had to take away the trick jar because
That's a
kids
shame.
kids literally kept putting stuff into their mouths because they thought it was treats. I'm like, just,
You know what though? If a kid's gonna put unwrapped candy in their mouth anyway, like
Yeah, it's a dumb fucking
right.
kid. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
To be fair.
One year we just left out a bucket and said, please take one, knowing
Yes.
what was going to happen.
that was not gonna
I think
happen.
that was gone in like half hour because we used to go with all the neighborhood families and whatnot.
Mhm.
My parents wanted to actually go out with us. So the next year, we're a little older. My parents are home, but they're like, we don't want to give out candy. So they put out a bucket again. But then I set up a strobe light in the front living room, and there's this happy derpy scarecrow my parents have. It's probably in the kitchen right now.
Mhm.
But I put a scream mask on it, and just like this weird, like vampire robe on it. So it's a pitch black room with just a strobe with this thing standing in the corner.
Oh, God.
They listened to that non-living creature. They didn't take the whole bowl. They took one piece at a time because they were being watched.
Scared them into it.
Yeah.
Did you ever get something weird though?
Weird, no, but our neighbors had like the full candy bars and everything.
Oh,
So
nice.
again, you guys are sharing your stories of pain.
Yeah. The weirdest thing I
I
ever
was
was, but I think
pretty
is
lucky.
pretty common, pennies. Like 1 penny. It's like, what am I going to do with 1 penny?
Apples.
Hi, I
are
found this in my
One
pocket. Go
penny.
fuck yourself.
Right. No, but there's one neighbor
Trick
in
or go fuck
particular, like
yourself.
down the road, a bowl full of pennies. So not just like I was looking for something, hundreds of pennies. And you
away
got
with, like,
one.
That's like $4.
Yeah.
He goes, hi,
$4 with the pennies.
it's almost Halloween. Time to exchange us $100 bills for pennies.
Tell
Like,
me-
oh,
Tell me that's not
Gary,
something
why?
we would do though in
Right.
like 2 years.
Well, 'cause-
How am I gonna fuck with kids this year? Chris, $10 bill. Let me go down to the bank.
about the effort that is
10,000
required.
pennies.
To turn money into pennies.
Office supplies.
So I'm thinking, do you guys
Marbles.
remember when I went to a Bible, like, Jesus store in...
The Christian Science
like-
reading room.
Wait, is that
In
it?
Princeton?
Is that it?
Princeton?
Not in
Oh,
Princeton. It
oh.
was in, like, New Hope or something.
It might have been.
So I
Not
found
much
this...
like Jesus.
I found this little Jesus store somewhere. I can't remember where, and it was full of bookstores. And it was supposed to get gifts for my grandma. Like she's very religious,
Yeah.
and she's great. So we were gonna get her religious stuff. And I found these tiny little rubber fetuses. Do you remember these?
I
Don't you
still
have one?
have it.
Yeah.
You have
I
one.
don't
So what I
remember.
did was with each of you guys, after I found these, I would have one in my hand. And I was like, "Hey, Vin," and I like shook your hand, and I would give a little baby fetus, and like that was my
How
thing.
many did
I
you
bought
have?
like a handful of them. They were like
They're very
25 cents.
squishy.
$40 each.
And there's some, aren't they
They're
fun?
very squishy and soft. Literally every time when I would visit before I moved up here, it was a thing of mine just to go to the windowsill and be like,
Yeah, I had it sitting on my windowsill.
So I think
So it could grow into a full.
I think what I want to do, and I'm just thinking about this now,
A
is
bowl of them.
A bowl of
no,
fetuses?
no,
they're
no,
gonna eat them.
mixed in with the candy.
Oh.
So
They're
if I'm
going
like,
to put them in their
Tape
mouths.
what?
well,
Tape
then
them-
they'll die.
Tape them to the back. Tape them to the back of like a Reese's so that they're. What is this?
Or staple them to a pack of condoms.
And if people get upset,
Through the condom.
Yeah.
Through the
Like,
condoms.
so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just like-
Of course.
What is this? Who is this
but
for?
if like anybody tries
Eats
to
it.
check me on it, be like praise him, and then walk.
I praise the-
What are you gonna do now? I can apparently do whatever the fuck I want.
Him who?
Dip them in paint, like get rainbow paints and
Oh
just
my
dip
God.
the children and put them in candy sacks.
Oh.
They look
No.
like gummies.
Like Easter
They're
nightmare.
the consistency too.
Easter
would be bad.
abomination.
Oh,
Wait. We should say anybody watching, please don't do that. You will kill children. Children will die if you do what Jeff just said.
I'm not saying deceive them. I'm saying a
You-
children is
you
one
are
child.
kind of
A
saying.
child is
Jesus.
watching you dip the fetus into a rainbow jar
Oh.
of paint
You know-
and then put it right into their bag. What
So
paint
so
and all.
still wet.
Yeah, still wet.
There's an easy
That's what's
way
amusing to me.
around this. Just give it to the teenagers who are trying to come by and cop actual candy that are old enough not to eat the shit.
What I do with
As
teenagers.
like no, you're too old for that, but you're old enough for this.
See, I
With
love when
teenagers, I
come out,
judge
give them
them.
candy. I give them candy.
I judge them when it's a teenager.
Yeah.
If it's kids always get candy. But with the teenagers, I judge them
They have
by
to
their
default
costume,
dance.
and I
Yeah.
give candy accordingly.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
if they come to my house, there was one kid dressed as like an awesome. This is back when I was living at home. Kid dressed as like this awesome Spetsnaz. One girl was like a robot with like cardboard
Yes.
stuff. I was like, awesome. They actually worked it. And the one kid was a skater. So I was like, you know what? King size for the Spetsnaz.
Yeah.
King size for the robot, because I'm not fucking around. Get some king size Snickers. And I was like, and a nothing for you. And he goes, really? And his friends were like, they loved it because
That sounds like a
and I
kid
was
we went
like,
to high
get
school
the
with.
hell out of here. Like, I was like, you get nothing. I was like, you make nothing, you get nothing, get out. And he was like, oh. But so that's what I try to do whenever
Sure.
teenagers come my way, because I think that it's good for them.
Not just on Halloween, in general. You judge
Just
them.
in general, I
You
walk
praise
around with
them.
candy and I judge them by how they dress.
If you're not in constant cosplay, Evan won't talk to you.
Yeah.
I won't give you candy.
They'll talk
But if
to
you're
you.
in
You
constant
just won't,
cosplay,
right.
I will give you candy.
You say
Oh,
that.
no.
And then you
Really
meet
good.
The
people
next
like
con
that.
you go to, Evan, you're fucked.
How about this? The
Bring
next
tons
con
of
I go
candy.
to, I will bring a shit ton of candy.
All right.
And little
Nobody
baby-
will eat it.
Little baby fetuses.
Why?
I wouldn't eat something that some rando gave to me at a
No,
con.
they would
You
know
get
it's Evan.
Evan.
Because they're coming up to be judged by Evan.
They should be wary, but if it's Evan,
The
you're
next
still
con,
gonna eat it.
the next con I go to, I will have an unofficial cosplay contest. I will have a bowl of
Oh,
candy.
no.
And you will win.
Come to my room, I'll give you candy.
Especially the kids. I judge the kids. The kids always get candy.
Bring me those little
Evan
dressed
Jennings,
up kids.
2019.
It's a gift right there.
But
Wow,
maybe
did
instead
we
of
try to monetize
maybe
this stream
instead of
because
the
we're
best
getting demonetized so quick?
Maybe instead of the best cosplay,
Yeah.
it should be like the shittiest cosplay.
But
But you still must.
there
be
must be
in
effort.
The most painful
There
to
must
wear
be.
cosplay.
Oh, that's good. The most uncomfortable cosplay.
I'm getting blisters.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. We derailed
I'm
this.
gonna cosplay Amanda.
I think that's all
Do
we're
it.
gonna do as far
we're
as
close.
questions.
Your glasses,
Mm-hmm.
hair.
Yeah, I
That's
can't
good,
tell
'cause
you
I
guys
gotta
what
go
I'm
home and
playing.
sleep.
We're basically.
Yeah.
Same. I have
All
work
black.
tomorrow.
Calling
I'm
this?
tired of this.
Oh yeah,
We
say
are
bye.
done.
I'm tired of
We
all
gotta
this.
All right,
Cut the
so
stream.
when we figure
Oh,
out
Jeff, tell them what we're doing.
our plan
Jeff,
for
tell
next
them,
week,
tell them,
Jeff.
please.
Please.
we are seeing Lighthouse next
Jeff?
week, so our usual stream will not happen. When we figure out what day next week we will, because we're still gonna do something, right?
Yeah.
Are we?
We'll still do a weekly stream because then the one after that is Halloween, and we definitely want to do something fun for that. But yeah, stay tuned for when we pick it up next week. Thanks for watching. Hope to get back to EMH stuff next week, and enjoy.
Ah.